All righty, one of my favorite cities. I'm on my way back to Magooby's Joke House in Baltimore, Maryland, March the 5th through the 7th. Get your tickets right now, y'all, because I'm on my way, and I'm telling you, the shit is hotter than cupcakes out of an oven. Come on and watch me do this new hour at Magooby'sJokehouse.com, and that's Magooby'sJokehouse.com. Get your tickets.
Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. This is special today, goddamn it. It's our 50th episode. We made it, bitches, in 50.
Yay.
It's 50.
50, 11 times.
Don't do that, Chris.
Sorry.
Stay tuned after the music. We talking about a lot of shit.
Give me a little soul food and look what happens.
Yeah, we fed this motherfucker some oxtail. I think his dick turned black.
Oh, God, I hope so.
Stay tuned after the music.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? They cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. We ready?
I'm ready.
It's our 50th podcast, and we are stuck in the house from a quarantine with these crazy ass kids. It's been rough around this bitch. You know it's rough when I'm up to this motherfucker looking like I'm in the Jackson 5. Ain't had a wig on since the quarantine started. I know my hair was like, bitch. By the time this shit is over, black bitches are gonna have edges back because we get to grease these motherfuckers with them wigs and pull your edges out at. You have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about.
I have not a clue.
So when you wear
at all.
a lot of wigs, sometimes it eat the rim of all hair. They're almost like Dion ties. So
That was just unnecessary and hurtful and hilarious.
Every chance she get.
well, I'm trying to explain to you where the rubber come off at.
Turn your phone off.
Oh, this is my friend. So the edge of I'm treating my edges and I'm treating my skin, and I need to go walking, man. I just been cooking every day, getting fat.
You go walking, a bird's gonna land in your hair and try to build a nest.
That's what I'm scared of, motherfucker. I'm hoping not, but I needs to go exercise because I don't want to gain 15 pounds with this quarantine. Either you get fat or you get pregnant, and my shit tied up.
We go on lockdown. You better get to walking today.
I seriously.
Go outside and walk.
Can you?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna do that shit, nigga. This is America. What the fuck you think we at? Mexico, China?
You a black woman in a white neighborhood.
I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody gonna fuck
They
with
gonna
me.
call the National Guard to this house and this house only.
Well, bring them on, goddammit. You better bring some groceries with you.
One of the problems is the symptoms is like breathing problems, and I'm just like, I woke up with a sore stomach today and breathing problems.
How the fuck you have a so stomach, nigga?
Because I was eating too much crap food last night and I haven't exercised in 2.5 weeks. I'm like, I'm not sick. I'm just fat and eating too much food.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try X-Lax diet.
Oh, what?
X-Lax.
Oh.
Well, you try to shit out. You ain't never did no X-Lax diet.
No, because I just try to eat less. I don't want to shit my brains out.
I need to shit my brains out.
Why would you do this to yourself?
Because I need the shit, Chris. I mean,
are you having problems?
Always.
She's always stopped up.
She's the opposite of you.
Yeah, I shit too much and she don't shit enough.
If you
If
you
I
have
had
spare toilet paper, please help Dion out.
Dion ain't got no toilet paper.
I got plenty of toilet paper. It was a joke.
You can always use a tampon. I mean, a Kotex. I've wiped my ass with a Kotex.
You can't flush those.
No, nigga, wrap them up and put them in the toilet like they had blood on them. That's all you got to do.
You don't put them in a toilet?
I mean, not the toilet, the trash.
Oh, okay. I was like worried.
Yeah, you go.
You don't have shit in your trash.
Well, so? A lot of shit is in your trash.
Yeah, but You have to take the trash out every day then if you're just
I do take the trash out every day. Who the fuck don't take the trash out? I take the trash out 7-8 times a day, nigga.
Why?
Because I got 12 people in my motherfucking house, and the trash can fill up. Fucking wow. Who the fuck you live
I'm
with?
just
Nobody?
saying. No, the bathroom trash can doesn't be taken out
I
every day.
am all the fucking trash cans. I mean, you can.
You don't. Ramon does. After
Ramon
you tell
does.
him.
Well, you can always wipe your ass with newspaper. You can flush newspaper.
Who gets newspaper? I haven't seen a newspaper in like 5 years.
If you can't flush the flushable wipes, you can't
You
flush.
definitely
tubes.
can't flush.
You can flush newspaper. It's paper.
No, not
If
at
you
all.
if you don't make it too thick.
Don't
if you
get
make
the
it one
weekly.
ply.
What's in the news? Harvey Weinstein got coronavirus. Shit,
Yeah,
I'm gonna wipe
up
my
your
ass
ass.
with that.
Save that article.
Yeah.
Save that article.
You ain't never.
No, someone said that to me yesterday. They go, don't flush those flushable wipes. Put them in the trash can. I go, that defeats the whole point. I don't want to smell my own shit. What are you talking
Take it
about?
to the trash can. My eyelashes feel like it's leaning like a nigga.
No, I've never wiped my ass with anything but toilet paper.
You've never wiped your ass with a leaf before?
No, you see where I grew up.
Man, you privileged as fuck, Chris.
Yeah, leave. Who the fuck rubbing their ass with leaves?
You never went camping and had to wipe your ass with
Nigga,
a
ain't
leaf?
nobody going camping unless they running from the police. What the fuck wrong with you?
I wiped my ass with a leaf
I don't
before.
pretend to be poor.
Oh,
Please.
nigga, you been camping?
Yeah, I went camping one time.
With who?
Some people I knew, some friends.
So why are you wiping your ass with newspaper? Why don't you just throw dirt up in your ass and then shake it out?
Here's a crazy idea. Why
Because
didn't you
that
take...
doesn't feel good. What the fuck, Pat? Have you ever thrown dirt up your ass?
One time I was doing it in the
I don't wanna
park
know.
with my baby daddy, and he had me land on them rocks. And then, you know, when you fuck, you a whoop, whoop,
You got
whoop.
gravel up your
I
ass?
had gravel up my ass. You never had gravel in your ass?
No, I don't fucking driveways.
Oh, it wasn't a driveway. It was up under the tree, up under the moon, where the moon set and the stars shot. It was actually romantic, I thought, at the time.
Because you were 12 and didn't know any better.
Yes. I was like, oh, this nigga got me looking at the sky. It's beautiful. Oh, it's leaves. It's spring and the leaves falling all off a bird, cop blocking.
That's probably where you got the fleas from.
Miss Pat's new poem, Statutory Romance.
Fuck you, Chris. That do kind of sound pretty good. Statutory romance.
That doesn't sound good in a court of law, let me tell you.
No, it doesn't.
Why do I feel like my eyelash leaning?
Let's go back to the fact that when you said wipe your ass with leaves, I thought, well, why wouldn't you just take toilet paper? And her brain went, why didn't you throw dirt up on it?
Because dirt.
We were out of
kill
toilet paper.
moistures. Because when you throw dirt up your ass, it holds on to that shit. Then you just shake it all loose and it'll come down with the shit.
I don't know what kind of shit you be shitting, but my shit ain't like that.
What are you, a cat?
You don't smash your shit on the way out.
I'm learning way too much about your bowel movement.
You have been trapped in this house too long.
Hell yeah, I've been trapped in the house.
What are you doing? You are the most extroverted workaholic person I know. And I know I'm on day 2 and I'm like, yeah, let's podcast. How are you handling it?
Man, it's rough. You know what I feel like? I literally feel like I'm doing time for selling drugs. I feel like I've been sentenced with these motherfuckers.
This
My
house that you
husband-
worked so hard for with the people you love the most.
Man, fuck that shit. My husband snore so goddamn loud. And I'm like, dude, I can't watch everything on Netflix. I've literally watched every fucking movie. I'm tired of watching movies.
She called me yesterday. What's a good movie to watch?
'Cause I'm out.
I suggested one. I don't want to watch that shit. I'm like, well, then why did you call me?
I mean, he snored like, and I'm beating on him, trying to keep him breathing and shit. I'm like, are you gonna die? It's been
You need to
rough.
get him a
He ain't put that
Zipa.
shit on there. He ain't put that shit on his face. I tried. The motherfucker his eye was about to go blind. It's a fucking, he had a weak eye. Ligament about to tear. So they was like, you got to get to the eye doctor right then and there. So we get to the eye doctor, right? And they go in there and they had to laser his eye, his ligament back. It was
Wow.
about to tear. Do you know this motherfucker went to work the next day? What? I said, you motherfucking eye leaning. What?
Did he get the thing where the corona, where he had to get the bubble in his eye and it floated the thing back in place, or did it just? How did they fix it?
They actually put a laser in there. He said that shit hurt too. I feel like my eyelash leaning. Is it leaning?
I'm the wrong person to ask. Yeah,
But
I'm white as hell. That's
you a man. But they actually went in where it was about to tear because it was about to tear away from the eyeball and it would have blinded him. So they actually went back in there and sealed it up to keep it from tearing. It won't.
So
get
he had
worse.
a detached retina.
Yeah, he had a detached retina in the back of his eye, and it's fucked up. And he kept saying he saw floaters. So the man, this is what the doctor said. And this sometimes, doctors went to school for this shit, and I trust doctor. But this doctor right here, well, I'm like, nigga, no. So the doctor told her.
I knew there was going to be a big but. Doctors went to school, and I trust doctors. But
This nigga literally said, where you guys from? I said, the South. And he said, I can guarantee you this has been going on in your husband since a kid. I said, what? His eyeball been leaning? He said, what happened was your husband probably ate some dirt when he was a kid and it had some worms in
fall
it.
out of your ass.
Yeah. I can bring my husband in here to tell you that.
I believe you.
He said he had some
That's
worms
why I don't.
in it.
You don't walk around eating dirt on the ground because it's been.
It's been up Miss Pat's 12-year-old ass.
Fuck you. I just realized what you motherfucker talking about. So he said, my husband ate some dirt and it probably had some worms in it. So I'm like, now my husband 50 years old. All these time, these worms just been chilling on his motherfucking eyeballs before they decided to just tear his retina apart.
He had worms in his eye?
No, this is what the doctor told her. That he ate some worms and it got in his bloodstream. And I don't know the correct name was, but that's why I started to go out. And I'm like, nigga, no. No. You sound like a black pastor who said, telling me to email you my tithes. I ain't gonna believe that shit, doctor.
That's really weird.
And if I'm saying it right, I can call my husband. Y'all think I'm playing. Because I don't want y'all to ever think I'm lying.
we believe you.
I'm telling you. That's what they told
I don't
us.
believe this doctor for a second that it would take 50 years for worms to detach his retina.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Choose the board right here. I was wondering what the fuck that was.
Put the
Oh, he might not answer. Hello. Motherfucker ain't gonna answer. Gary, answer the phone.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
I don't blame him. What was the name of them worms that ate your eye? Told you stop eating dirt, nigga.
That's
your
exactly
cheap
what I'm about to ask. That's exactly what I'm about to ask. What's the name of the worm that ate your eye out?
Yes.
Hey, baby.
What's up?
I love you.
Thank you very much.
Garrett, what was that?
Yeah.
What was the worm the doctor said ate your eye out?
What?
You know, the worm that ate your eye.
What he say you ate that dirt?
He said it was a parasite. I don't know,
Ain't a parasite a worm?
I don't know what the hell they are.
But he didn't say
Something
you
to eat.
ate dirt. He said you ate dirt about 40 years ago, and that shit been chilling on your eyeball, and it ate your retina out. Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that whack shit. Yeah.
Do you believe him?
Hell no, I don't believe it. 40 years. I'm 50 years old. He talking about some shit that happened when I was 6 years old.
And he actually convinced you that you ate dirt, but you couldn't remember eating dirt, could you?
I just want to get up out of there. I was like, this is quack, man.
And I knew he wasn't shit, because all his bottom teeth were brown like a motherfucker. I said, nigga, what you been eating on? Ass crack? But I don't want people to think I'm like, didn't they tell you that them worms been eating out your parasite and that your eyeball was about to disconnect and you about to go blind, baby?
It was a partially detached retina that was caused by some kind of parasite.
But he said the parasite been chilling in you for 40 years. Them niggas been freeloading. Ain't he said that?
Yeah, let him say it, yeah.
What she's getting at is she wants you to pay rent for your parasite eyes.
Hey, Rick.
She said you got to charge them niggas.
And then he said the parasite was gone or they just ate your ligament apart.
I don't know. He said he said he wanted me to take a test to make sure what he said was legit. So I don't even think I'm take that. I don't even take that mess serious. I ain't gonna take that serious. That's stupid.
But did he stop? But he did, and then they scan you. What did they do? They lasered your ligament so it wouldn't fall off, right?
Yeah, he lasered around the damage, and hopefully it don't spread. I won't know until 4 more weeks when I go back.
So do you lose both eye or one eye?
I ain't losing no eye. What the heck?
She trying to write your eye off on her taxes.
To put you in TLC.
Okay, I just wanted, because everybody think I'm lying, and so I got to finish telling them about your doctor's appointment.
We believed you about the dirt up your ass. Why would we not think you're telling the truth about this?
Dirt up your ass. What the hell?
No, Garrett, it's not even worth explaining.
I was
If you
telling
see some
them,
rocks in the bed, don't ask any questions.
Just don't.
I was telling them back in the day before I met you, old boy took me to the park and had me on the ground, and rocks went up my ass.
Okay, we'll talk about that later on.
Did they do the thing where you like had the bubble in your eye where you have to like?
He hung up.
He hung up.
He had enough of you. Your molestation
He
stories.
drew the line at rocks in the ass.
Could it be just the vibrations from her yelling next to his head for 40 years?
Almost 30. It could be. I probably knocked his ligament apart. So, we at the doctor, right? So I go in the doctor and I'm sitting there with him, and it's fucking sleeting and about to snow, and this was like a last minute thing. He literally went in for an eye exam, and they told him, they was like, because he was having floaters. He said it looked like it was always raining in one eye. So I was like, nigga, if it raining in one eye and the sun is shining, something might be wrong with your motherfucking eye. Nigga, I'm about to make you an
Why
appointment.
did Toto just start playing in my head?
The rain's down in Africa.
Fuck y'all laughing at?
It's just so fun.
It looked like it was raining in one eye.
Yeah, he was having floating. He said it kept raining in one eye, and he would knock the rain away, and it wouldn't be shit. It would just rain.
It never rains in Southern California.
Well, it rained in his fucking left eye, okay? His left eye had all raindrops.
Just taking Rain-X's eye drops.
So,
Raindrops keep falling in my eyes.
y'all gonna leave my motherfucker home alone. So, shut the fuck up. So, I get him an eye appointment, and he tell him, hey, it keep raining just on one side of my head, and something wrong. So I'm like, nigga, you should have been said it been raining in one eye. So, we can't get no windshield wipes. So I said, you need to go to...
You spray Rain-X in his eye and hope for the best.
So I tell him, I said, you need to go and let me make your eye appointment. So they made my eye appointment, and they looked, and they was like, holy shit, we see something back there. So that night they was trying to get him into a ophthalmologist. I don't know what the fuck they call it. Optometrist. Yeah, the nigga with the brown grill at the bottom. and so I knew he was full of shit, y'all. He was Indian too. So they think everybody eat dirt because they ain't got nothing but sand over there. Okay. So
Seems racist, but
that is not fucking racist. People eat dirt over there. Kids eat dirt everywhere. So they do their little shit right, and they tell them, they say, you need to come first thing in the morning to get over to the doctor's office. So make it long, because I already told y'all about how his eye fucked up, it rained in his eye. So I'm concerned. I need to drive him right. I get to the doctor's office, and we get him all checked in and shit. And I'm sitting there. So I get ready to go up in the back, and the lady was like, she started whispering to me, and I said, what? What'd you say? She said, we need you to go sit in the car. And I said, for what? What you want me to go sit in the car for? She said, because we trying to keep the coronavirus down. I said, bitch, I ain't got no coronavirus. I said, we don't want too many people. I said, ain't nobody out here with me, bitch. Who am I infect? Myself? I'm the only person in the motherfucking lobby. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I felt like they were picking on me. So they all tell me, I said, well.
No, it's just a global pandemic. It's not you.
No, but it wasn't nobody out there. But another old ass couple. So she literally said, if you're not being seen by the doctor, we asking you to wait in the car. I said, well, you ain't ask them two niggas right there to wait in the car. That old nigga ain't going back there with these old white people. I said, he ain't going. Who being seen by the doctor? That's what I want to know. Did you ask him not to go back there with her? Because both of them niggas on motherfucking walkers together going back there in the back. So why the fuck y'all trying to put me out? My motherfucking husband got raindrops in one eye, bitch. I'm sitting right here to find out what's going on with the raindrops in my husband's eye. So
Long story short, you went to the car.
Fuck you. So I'm sitting there. So you know they always got one bad bitch in the office to handle the niggas. I'm gonna keep it real. They got one white girl that ain't scared of shit, who probably get black dick, who think she bout it. So they sent that bitch out there to me, right? So I knew it was a white bitch back there that get that black dick, think she black, and I'm gonna tell this bitch something, who know how to bounce their head like we do. So make a long story short, they sent her out there, and she said, ma'am, and I said, yeah. She said, we're going to need you to sit in the car. It's the rules. I said, who rules? Because you didn't ask that old man and that old white woman right there to motherfucking go sit in the car. I said, bitch, my husband, I going out. And I said, on top of that, I'm watching Narco Mexico. I ain't going no motherfucking where. I said, it's cold out there, and you ain't got no money to pay for no gas for me to crank my motherfucking car. I said, leave me the fuck alone, because I'm in a good episode, and they about to kill Chapo, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone.
Spoiler alert.
They about to kill Felipe. That's his name. They about to fuck Felipe up. I'm watching Narco Mexico, so I'm not going no motherfucking well. And that's what I told her. I said, if you want me out of here, you better go back there and tell what's going on with my husband. I ain't been reined in. Call the police. Because I'm watching Netflix. And I put my motherfucking ear thing back in, and I sat there like a evil black bitch, like I was trying to segregate a lunchroom.
Desegregate or resegregate?
What's desegregate? That's fucking with me. That ain't, but I could, and don't get me wrong, I know this shit is real. And if it was like maybe 10 people in the lobby, yeah, I would have got up and leave. Wasn't nobody out there but an old ass couple with 2 walkers who went to the back, and it was just me. I had already desanitized my chair. I wiped that motherfucker from the head to the toe. I wiped the motherfucking arms there. I wiped the lamp down. I wiped the table down. You think I'm gonna leave all that desanitized shit to another nigga? No. I said, bitch, did you not see me clean up that whole area for coronavirus?
Yeah.
And you won't put me the fuck out in the cold?
Yeah, the rule follower in me thinks that's horrible. What are you doing? But then there's the other part of me that goes, everybody's overreacting a little bit. Like,
if there were nobody else in there, I wouldn't have left either.
Right.
No, if it was maybe 10 people, I'd have got the fuck on. I'm like, all these old people, they don't need to be breathing, whatever the fuck I'm carrying. I don't want to kill nobody, and I damn sure don't want them to kill me. I'd have went back to my motherfucking car.
Yeah.
It was literally me. And then the old couple came in, and they took them straight to the back. And I said, no, bitch, that ain't what y'all gonna do to me today. I'm watching Narco Mexico. And I sat there.
And you didn't get the police called on you?
No, actually, they asked me to come to the back because when they found out my husband had them worms in his eye with the raindrops, they asked me.
Drop top.
He wanted me to see his eyeball. And that motherfucker was lifted up like a London Bridge.
London Bridge.
Yeah, his fucking detachment, his retina, that motherfucker was lifted up like electrical wire. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And the man said, that when he started telling us all that shit, he ate some dirt that got parasites. I was like, you a goddamn lie. You can't believe everything the doctor said. I remember one time I was pregnant, right? And so
I love these stories.
That'll be good.
I was pregnant, right? And so the doctor was a quack ass doctor, right? So after I had my first abortion, they damaged my uterus, y'all, because they don't give a fuck. So somebody was practicing on me. So they damaged my uterus. So when
practicing on you?
Yeah.
Like a game of baby operation or what?
They always practice on the poor, no matter what fucking color you are. They practice on the poor.
Was it an abortion graduation exam?
I don't know.
Baby's first abortion.
So, fuck y'all. So they fucking ended up cutting me too bad, and then I got scar tissue on my uterus, or my fallopian tubes, whatever. So when I met my husband, oh God, first black man I met that didn't have no kids, no baby mama drama, he could read, back teeth, good job, credit card. I was like, oh my God, I need to have a baby by this nigga. Oh my God, I gotta make it work. We had been married about 7-8 years and no kid. I'm like, I need to have a fucking baby by this man. So I go to the doctor, come to find out, I got this thing called laparoscopy. I think that's what it's called. When they go in your navel and they or they go up your vagina and they shoot down into your fallopian tube, and you can be right there on the TV and you can see your fallopian tubes, and they shot the dye up and they had a blockage on the right, and that fucking dye went whoop, no bitch, bye bye, and went back down. And you can see that on TV.
I have like Spider-Man in my mind. Is that what they're shooting up there?
No, you know the fallopian tube is like this right here, like a 2 P's connected to the back.
Not familiar.
Okay, well,
He doesn't go that deep.
I know.
Shut up, Dion.
So anyway, they shoot the dye up in there, and they tell me my tubes are blocked. Right? That's like dye. Yeah, he shoot the dye, and the dye came back. Then he said the right side of your tubes is blocked, so you can't have no kiss. I was like, fuck. So this is where Black Dick come in. Thank you, Jesus, for Black Dick. And so when the dye went up in there, I think it kind of loosened whatever was blocking it. Because I went right home and got pregnant.
Really?
But the crack ass doctor told me I couldn't have no children. So I got really sick during the pregnancy because I have a weak cervix and I need something called for
I think your service is great.
Can I get some service around here? Shit, weak as
cervix,
fuck.
bro.
Don't you ever
Whose
let
section
anyone
is this?
tell you that your service is weak to this
Let's get
country.
some service around
Fuck
here.
our cervix.
Who don't wipe this table down?
Y'all so goddamn stupid. I get so tired of y'all fucking with my English. So let me finish.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but his face.
cervix.
I just when she does shit like that, Dion and I look at each other every time to go, are we gonna let this go or not?
I was gonna let it go because I knew what she was trying to say.
Well, I have
Right.
a weak cervix. Okay, the shit in your vagina. So I have to have is it called I forgot what the fucking called, but they go in and they put a fucking piece of sheet into your uterus to hold the baby in there. I forgot what they call. That
said
might be called what a
like a
laparoscopy is. I can't
Mesh
remember.
or something.
No, it's not a mesh. It actually look like a piece of sheet. Because I saved it one time from one of them, baby. Gary and Jumba had to have it. So I get really, really fucking sick with the baby. I had a baby before Garyana that died when I gave birth at like 4 months. And make a long story short, what the fuck was I saying?
You had a piece of sheet in your vagina.
So I got really sick. I got really sick. And so the doctor didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And he literally came and told me. He said, you ever had an STD? And I said, yeah. I said, I had gonorrhea. He said, I think gonorrhea came back. I said, nigga, what?
What just happened?
The reunion tour starring gonorrhea live in Miss Pat's pussy.
Did Garyana give you the gonorrhea?
No,
She wasn't
I
born.
didn't have gonorrhea. I only been with the same man for like 10 years. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
Sunday,
about?
Sunday.
He said, I think that's what's wrong with you. Your gonorrhea came back. I said, well, he ain't got gonorrhea. How the
does
fuck
now.
gonorrhea? He didn't have gonorrhea. That fucking quack ass doctor almost killed me.
Just hook Garrett now. For real?
Garrett ain't never had an STD. I was like, Dr. Denclair, that was his name. I should have known he wasn't shit, Dr. Denclair. I said, how do gonorrhea come? He said, I don't know. Maybe it was in your bloodstream. No, nigga.
Just
no.
hanging out like it's at the bar.
Like it's a parasite. I got motherfucking penicillin shot. So I know the shit was gone. And when you got gonorrhea, your pussy feel like the 4th of July. So I know I ain't had no motherfucking gonorrhea. He was a quack ass doctor. He was a quack. They ended up taking his fucking license. But he was good. All my friends that couldn't have kids, he helped them bitches got pregnant.
Was he fucking them?
No, he wasn't.
that why he lost
was
his
unstopping them bitches tubes like he unstopped mine. So after that,
Tube plumber.
I had a baby before Garyana that it was a miscarriage. So I had to have this baby. I still got her picture back there. My husband, hey, looking at her, he said she like an alien because her mouth was stuck together, her eye was still stuck together. And they just gave her to me after they had her. And, you know, she just died in my arm, and then they ended up taking her wherever they took her, and I went to sleep.
And I'm the one that's always telling sad stories on
Right.
the podcast.
That's not sad.
Jeez, yes.
And so then I ended up getting pregnant with Garyana. Right after that,
Another sad story. Careful what you wish
and
for.
then after Garyana, I had Junebug, and then I tied my fucking tube. But the whole issue, what I'm trying to say, doctor be lying their ass off. Mother told me I had a reoccurrence of gonorrhea. How the fuck I had gonorrhea? I ain't fucked a nasty nigga in years.
Gonorrhea came back like an ex. Hey, can we talk? I realized that, I didn't treat you so good the first time.
Oh, yes, you did, bitch. You burnt. You ever had an STD?
No.
You?
No.
Jimmy?
What? Just you on this? Well,
You're judging us because we haven't had an STD? We had safe sex?
we had guests in San Francisco that had STDs.
God. Good God. Yeah. Maybe we
Do
should
you
take
think they was for real?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's
Yes, I
take
do.
a quick break and come back and talk about 50. This 50th episode.
Oh, yeah. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to finish talking about the 5th episode. So, we all stuck at home because we quarantined. And shit is getting crazy out there, y'all. So, besides just being in the house stuck, we also still got to protect our property because this world is turned upside down now. And with this world being turned upside down now, Simply Safe got your back, baby. With home security, there's 2 ways you can go about protecting your home. There's the traditional way, which is the old-fashioned way, sit on the front porch with a pistol. That is so outdated. You can't do that no more. The new age way, Simply Safe, is everything you need in a home security system, y'all. It's award-winning protection. 2-time winner of the CNET Editor Choice Award. You get protection for your whole entire home, baby. Outdoor cameras, doorbells alert you to anybody approaching your house trying to steal your bread in this hard time we having right now, baby. You barely notice it's there. But what's truly remarkable is you can set up this system all by yourself. Anyone can do it. Take 30 minutes to an hour tops, and there's absolutely no trade-off for your safety. You have an army of highly trained security experts ready to dispatch the police on their ass to your home 24/7. And it's only 50 cents a day with no contract. All you got to do is go to simplysafe.com/patdown. simplisafe.com/patdown today, and you'll get a free shipping and a 60-day risk-free trial. You got nothing to lose. Go now and be sure to go to simplysafe.com/patdown. That's simplysafe.com/patdown. I'm telling you, the traditional way where you can wait for weeks for a technician to come and do a messy installment that costs a small fortune. Those days are over, baby. Or there's the other way. Simply Safe is everything you need in the whole security system. No more wires. Hey, Simply Safe got you covered. All you have to do is go to simplysafe.com/thepatdown and get free shipping and a 60-day free trial. We in some rough times out here, baby. We quarantine. Let Simply Safe help you secure your home so don't nobody steal your loaf of bread. Thank you, and you can thank me later. Take your ass over to simplysafe.com/patdown and get that free shipping and 60 days free trial. Can I tell y'all about something organic? I know you like organic food, you like organic meat, you like organic scents, but I gotta tell you about something that's organic that's gonna make it better for your body, baby. Ladies, I gotta tell you about Lola. It's a Finiment-founded company offering a line of organic cotton tampon pads and liners. You heard me, I said organic. All natural cleansing wipes. Women shouldn't have to compromise when it comes to Finiment care products. And you know, ladies, that's one of the most sensitive areas on our body that we should care for with the best products. Like I said, if you care about the ingredients in your food that you eat and the beauty products that we use, why can't we say the same about our Finiment care products? Don't you want those products to be organic too? Why are you putting it in your mouth? Why are you putting it on your skin, but you're not putting it between your legs? Come on, ladies. Let me tell you about a product called Lola. Unlike other major brands, Lola products are 100% natural and easy to feel good about. No bullshit. No mystery fibers, no doubts about what's going in your body. Plus, Lola have products coming in a simple, customized subscription. Lola will be delivered directly to your door every month when you need it. Let me tell you, I use Lola, lady, and it's one of the best products I have stuck between my legs. It's organic. It don't irritate you. It doesn't itch and get all out of place. You know what I'm talking about, lady, when you use those pads that you find out later on that you're allergic to, and then all of a sudden everything is swollen up and it's not the normal size and you think you're gaining weight. No, child, it's that pad that you're allergic to. It's that tampon that you're allergic to. Let me keep it real, baby. Lola offer pads, liners, and both a BPA-free plastic applicator or environmental non-applicated tampons. They're the first biodegradable, all-natural wipes of their kind. Perfect for a midday refresh. When you smell a little fishy, baby, you can go, they got wipes to help you during the day. Some of you have that overflow. You go to the bathroom, you don't know. Well, Lola got you. You can carry it in your pocketbook. This product is for women, founded by women. So who knows our body better than another woman? All you got to do to get your 30% off for your first month subscription is visit mylola.com, MYLOLA.com, and enter the code PAT when you subscribe. Every month, you won't ever have to run out of pads again. And I know if you got kids at the house, child, them girls at the house will let you run out of stuff. And then you got to run down to the store with newspaper between your legs because your lazy daughter is selfish. Lola gonna take care of that for you. Plus with 30% off. All you got to do is go to mylola.com, MYLOLA.com, and enter the word PAT for your 30% off right now.
It's a trying time that challenges all of our basic assumptions. However, one thing that brings us all together is our common humanity. Now more than ever, teams must come together and work together to solve big challenges. And Trello is here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format. Plus, tons of features that make working with your team functional and just plain fun. Teams of all shapes and sizes and companies like Google, Fender, and even Costco all use Trello to collaborate and get work done. With Trello, you can work with your team wherever you are, whether it's at home or in an office. No matter what device you're using, computer, tablet, or phone, Trello syncs across all of them, so you can stay up to date on all the things your team cares about. Keep your workflow going from wherever you are with Trello. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Trello.com.
I totally think those guys, one of our highest rated episodes out of the 50 so far was San Francisco. I think it was episode 2 where we had the 2 gay guys on and they were on a date and they were...
Episode 43, A Date to Remember.
A Date to Remember. It was one of the fun... They were such nice guys.
Oh, yeah. If you guys listening, we miss you guys. We love you. And we hope you got that hot dick taken care of.
Yeah, and he had... Was it gonorrhea or something?
He said he had gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was his first date. Imagine being on a first date and you get called up on stage and admit to a crowd of 100, 200 people that you have an STD.
Oh, they said it with no shame. And that was their point. They said...
Yeah, right. Exactly.
They were trying to bring awareness to testing. People need to get tested.
Well, you go get tested when you got gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is hot, nigga. It felt like you stuck your vagina in a fucking heater.
Like fire ants?
Yeah, maybe fire. That shit burns like a motherfucker.
I still think, was it Rest in Peace Cakes where you talked about lighting your mom's grave on fire? That's one of the craziest stories I've ever heard. I don't think I've ever laughed so
You know,
much.
they asked me not to come back and I ain't been back.
What, to the grave?
Yeah. I wasn't planning on going. I truly believe when people die, you should leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told my kid, I want to make a tape and say, don't y'all nigga be coming out there fucking with me, bitch. I'm rent free. Leave me the fuck alone. I can't give you no more.
Detected?
Yeah, I can't not kill. I can't give you no more Cash App, nickel. Yeah, I can't Cash App none of y'all niggas. I'm out this bitch.
I think one of my favorite episodes isn't on the main feed; it's in the Patreon feed. So if you're a patron, you get 2 extra episodes a month. And it was we were doing a word associate or what word would you like to see come back? Do you remember what word?
Do you?
Well, oh man,
What was the fucking Quisha? Oh, what was that word that we never ever heard of?
I think it's in the title.
Did I look at it? Oh, did I? Can you look in the Patreon?
You'd have to look it up. My phone's being used for the video.
Oh,
can you look it up on my phone?
Yeah.
Here.
Good grismatizzle.
That's what it was.
Good grismatism.
Good grismatism.
Good grismatism. Never heard that one.
So I go first, and I'm like, I'd like, G. Willikers. And then Dion was like,
Jive turkey.
Jive turkey'd be great. And then, what about you, Miss Pat? Good grizzatizzle. And Dion, I don't know that we've laughed harder than on that episode.
That was the funniest shit because I've never heard that before in my life.
You motherfucker ain't heard none of this shit I be saying.
You said, but let's bring back words, and then you're going to say a word no one's ever heard of before.
And then you called like 10 people, and nobody'd ever heard of it.
Good grizzatizzle.
Miss Jenny was like, huh?
Well, I'm telling, like if you notice, like if I don't know if you guys notice, like even with my kids, my big kids, my grown kids, the ones I had out of my vagina, we say Bado. Have y'all noticed that about us?
No.
We say Bado. And Bado is not a word. And like my husband asked me one day, he was around my face, said, why do y'all say Bado? And I was like, don't nobody say Bado. He's like, that's all y'all say is Bado. Mm-hmm. I say Bado. I be like, you know what I'm saying, Bado? Over there, Bado. And I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's a word my whole fucking family use. They be like, I kill you, Bado.
Is it like an exclamation or what?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's just Bado.
How you spell it?
I doubt it. I doubt if you got him.
Not at all.
I doubt it.
If I was typing it, how would I type it out?
B-U
Bado.
T-H-O. Let me ask Ashley, because she said Bado too.
That's fucking hilarious.
The episode that I think I knew that this was going to be a smash hit podcast was when you two explained that documentary to me.
Oh, episode 3.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was your first episode, Dio.
It was my first episode.
Yeah,
what
you
was
guys-
the name of the episode?
To catch a...
It was
Abducted in Plain Sight.
oh
Yes.
God, that was something else.
That was the franchise starter right there.
Damn, that was. It was really
I
fun.
tell you what, though, I always ask people who join and people who message me, I always ask them what's their favorite episode. And Granddaddy Longlegs and Illegal Knees are always the two that people mention every single time.
Yeah.
Like those are the episodes that got them hooked and kept coming back.
Well, good, because people thought I was crazy. Turn it up. When I was saying that Granddaddy, we call spiders Granddaddy Longlegs.
You got to put your headphones on.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. This is Chris Spangle.
Hi, who are all these white people? Oh.
Stop being racist. I didn't raise you like that, gay daughter.
He's still white. That don't mean nothing.
Nobody's talking about people racist. I don't fucking...
Oh, wait, what you want, coronavirus? What you want?
Look here, Bull Diger. We want to ask you a question.
What's a dagger?
I probably have the answer.
Bull Diger.
Yes.
I was telling them that our family say Bado, right?
Yes.
So can you spell Bado? Because I have no idea what the fuck Bado mean and how to spell it. And I figured I would call a college dropout.
What's up,
Okay,
Kanye?
number one, at least I made it to middle school. So let's talk about that.
Oh, I want to say fuck you, and I should have let you get molested.
Oh, jeez.
It's fine. Anyways, that'll never happen, honey, because I got the biggest dick. But anyways, I'm assuming that Bado is like, the way I spelled it from how you guys said it was B-U-T-T-H-O, like, or D-O-E if you want to like speak slang, like colloquialism. So
It's colloquialism a language?
Yes, it is a language for black people. It's called Ebonics. It's just a big word for Ebonics. I learned that in college when you paid for me to drop out.
Ashley,
So
the
that's
way
what-
that she said that is colloquialism a language? You got to watch the video when she said it.
That was
So
the most polite shit talking.
Alrighty then, bougie Bull Diger. Anyway,
You go get that radio show. Let me tell you.
I'm talking to my daughter. And this is how we talk.
You're talking
We,
to your son.
no, bitch.
You want a dick so
You
bad.
used to have a period. I don't know why you stuck a tampon so far up your back to stop your period. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Still a girl.
I still got a period. I know all about them, child, because that don't stop me. Period don't stop nothing but a sentence, baby. Okay,
Excuse
I still
me.
keep going.
I don't want to hear this gay shit. I don't want to hear this gay shit. In Jesus' name we pray. I need some
Girl,
holy
you don't even
water.
believe in Jesus. Bye. Don't even bring Jesus up. He don't even know you. You are not on the main line. Stop lying.
I am on the main line. I don't know the fuck you talking about.
Your name is not written in the book. Miss
My
Pat,
name
I
is
promise
written in
you.
the book. Your name ain't written in the book. According to the Christian, you eat vagina, so you ain't gonna make it.
That don't say that in the Bible. I'm
It do
sorry.
say that in the
You
Bible.
ain't never read it.
It's Solomon Gomorrah.
Solomon and Gomorrah, the remix.
What's their name?
Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah, it's them niggas. It's them niggas. Solomon Gomorrah. You ain't gonna make it, baby. He destroyed your land and you ain't getting into heaven. According to them, Now, who ain't on the main line?
Gay people there. You know, it wasn't just gay people there. It was all types of people there. And they weren't even considered gay. Like, you have to read, because I know you don't know how to do that. So ask Gary.
Oh, bitch, I know how to read. I know how to read. I know Solomon Gomorrah was the gay shit.
No, it wasn't.
That sounds like a Godzilla monster. Gomorrah.
Sound like this virus you about to get.
I ain't about to get no virus. Where the fuck are you at?
I'm inside of some vagina where I deserve to be.
Oh, you're so fucking
I
gross.
quarantined myself inside some pussy. So what you want?
Don't curse in front of me, whore.
No, pussy is not.
You
pussy
gay
is not
whore.
a curse word.
Yeah, pussy is a gay word. I mean, it's a cuss word. Don't you fucking curse in front of me.
It's not a curse word.
Don't you curse in front of me. Now apologize to your mother.
Get off my phone. No, ma'am. You are not Mother Dearest. Bye.
All I do for you, bitch, I hope your top teeth fall out.
Girl, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about none of this stuff you talking about. Why are you calling me? What do you want? I pay my own phone bill now. I'm grown. I can hang up.
That's a common theme when Miss Pat, you should call someone in her family. What do you want? They all say that.
We're celebrating my 50th podcast, and we wanted to ask you how to spell Bordeaux.
That's what you're doing to celebrate your 50th podcast? Is spell a word?
Well, we reminiscing, motherfucker.
Okay, well, that's not a reminiscent. You say that word every day. And reminiscent is something that happened in the past. You say that word today.
No, we reminisced about rocks in her ass in the graveyard.
She don't know anything about the rocks.
Have you ever heard anybody say good grizzle tizzle?
Yeah, all the time. Well, in our family, not like outside of our family, no.
Yeah, so it's some made up shit.
What does good grizzle tizzle mean?
It just means like for white people, like holy cow, like that. Like good grizzle tizzle, like
right.
Holy cow.
That makes sense, because when I asked, what does good grizzle tizzle mean? She goes, I don't know, good grizzle tizzle.
It's like you just know when to use it, but you don't know what it means, basically.
Right.
Where you at?
At the salon, getting my hair done. I dyed my hair so pretty. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. I look good as hell.
Ashley, do not curse in front of me.
My hell is not a curse word.
Hell and pussy is fucking vulgar.
Fucking vulgar?
What? Hell is where
not
you're
regular
going
vulgar, it's
here.
fucking vulgar.
I'm not going to hell. My heart is purr and good.
Purr? Yo, she's a kitty cat. She's got a heart full of purr. Purr. You got 9 lives. That's why your ass ain't going to heaven.
Right? Then I got a nipple blown off. I got shot in the head, hit by a dump truck. I had fleas, rabies, gonorrhea, still here.
You got hit by a dump truck?
Fuck you, Chris, and fuck you, Ashley. What have you had? Every time you come around me, you smell like plastic.
That's because I'm out here giving his dick out. Whoever wanted while we stuck in the house for quarantine,
you
come
cannot
see me.
come back to my house because you're very disrespectful. I cannot. I hope you lose. I hope the airline lose your dicks. Delta, if you listen.
You don't wear them on the plane. You don't trust them airlines, girl. You're gonna be dickless in Seattle.
Don't check your dicks.
Well, if my penis gets coronavirus, I'm okay with it, as long as I ain't got it.
Oh.
How often are you sanitizing your dildos?
Are you dishwashing them or are you hand washing?
Hand washing in between people.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Is that okay for you guys? I didn't say how many people it was. I'm just saying I hand washed.
I'm more concerned you're at that you're out and about and not quarantined. What are you doing down there?
No, I'm not out and about. I'm
Yes, you is. You out and about. You're nasty.
First of all, Mom, you don't went grocery shopping 5 times. You've been more out and about than everybody else. You've been to Nordstrom Rack, Burlington, and everything else.
I have not been anywhere in the name of Jesus. I go to the grocery store.
Why are you putting on this Christian
You definitely haven't been anywhere in the name of Jesus. That's the most accurate thing you've ever said. Yeah. You are right.
I have not been anywhere.
These two are about to call the governor and tattle on each other.
Yeah. I've been taking care of myself. I only go to the grocery store like the government said and come back home.
Okay, and I just came to get my hair done, and I go back in the house. I'm not out in the streets. I'm not going to the club. I'm not doing nothing. Like, I'm just
You
chilling.
telling a nasty lie.
Why are you talking to me like you a sex phone operator? Like, why are you on my phone? You sound gross. You sound like a man-woman thing with a beard or something. I'm not interested in this. Not turning me on.
I'm not trying to, bitch. I'm your mama.
Well, you sound like you're trying to be sexy, but you sound like a man at the same time. I'm confused.
Just not sexy to her.
Oh, yeah, she don't like men. She don't like men.
No, I don't like men. And she's a man, so no, I don't like her.
Thank God, motherfucker, I'm your mother. Don't fuck me, please. Don't fuck me. Don't dildo your mama down.
Everyone, my mother is transitioning, and that's why she sounds like a man.
Bitch, I ain't transitioning. I ain't transitioning to shit. I keep it dick. I sure did have some gray hair, but I got it off, bitch.
Okay, so you could curse at me and call me all kind of names, but I can't say
I am the mother. I had you.
Unfortunately, you did. You could have just swallowed me and saved us all this trouble, but instead I'm here, so.
Wasn't sucking dick when you came along.
Yes, you was. Stop lying.
No, I was not.
When did you start doing that?
None of your motherfucking business.
Well, this is something we should talk about. We've never spoke about this before, and I'm very interested to know.
I'm not. Cold dicks and real dicks have no room for each other.
After she had Nike, she was like, I'm sucking dick from now on.
He was probably still having sex with my kids probably while he was retarded. They was probably putting that penis all across his head. He got all kind of mushroom stamps at the top of his head.
The fuck is mushroom stamps?
You should know. You're straight. I read about it.
The hood of a penis looks like a mushroom.
So what do it do to the kid?
I don't fuck children. I don't know.
We ain't even gonna ask you because your dick ain't even reaching the womb up there.
Oh, are you talking to Chris?
My dick is bigger than yours.
Ain't nobody dick in that room bigger than mine. I can guarantee you.
Hey, one more time. Do not curse.
Well, if I can't say dick, I don't want to talk to you.
She took her dick and went home.
I think she was saying that you were getting fucked so often when you had an IKEA in the womb that it left him with a dented head like a golf ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's true at all. I don't remember that.
I don't think I've ever had sex with a pregnant woman.
They say it's the best vagina.
I wouldn't know.
Who's they?
People.
The board of pregnant sex doctors? I don't know.
That's what
I
they
think
say.
She's calling you back. Hello?
What do you want?
Dickity dick dick dick.
She just dick dialed her mom.
My kids so goddamn stupid. My kids so goddamn stupid.
I wonder where they get it from.
Just a bunch of shit talkers, all of them.
They learn from the best. You calling her back?
Yeah.
She ain't gonna answer.
Oh, okay. Hello?
Boy Michael!
You just scared the crap out of me. I almost had a heart attack. I got my headphones here. You know that's how you used to wake us up for school when we was little.
Well, that explains a lot. Why is Ashley gay? I don't know. She got screamed bulldyke every morning at 6 a.m. by her mom.
By crazier.
Talk about imprinting.
I only call my gay daughter Bulldyke, so I don't hear that bullshit about I don't like gays because it's an inside joke. She like for me to call her that on the low.
Or on a podcast.
Tens of thousands. Yeah.
What's another episode people talk about a lot?
Holy Polio. It was another very popular one.
What happened on that one?
That was the story of you were afraid of getting sick, or I was sick. I don't remember. That was like 30 episodes ago.
I know. Maybe read the description. Pull that up.
Let's see here. What episode?
That's the problem. I try to title it so it's funny, but then it doesn't give a good description.
Holy Polio was episode 19. We did that in August.
Wow.
What was it talking about?
I don't mean to play it. I'm trying to read the description. Miss Pat takes not vaccinating kids. That's what. Yeah.
Oh, that's when they cuss your ass out.
They cuss me out.
Wasn't that what you talking about? They would you should vaccinate your kids.
Yeah. Who cussed me out?
People got mad about that. People was like, I'm leaving, Miss Pat, because you said we should vaccinate your kids. I said, I ain't said a motherfucking thing. I'm just giving you my opinion. We're not doctors around here. We are two comedians and a white boy. We just give you all.
I know. People should not confuse this podcast for medical advice.
Yeah, we do what you want to do. If you got gonorrhea and you choose to sit around with it for 2 extra weeks, I'm just going to tell you it's hot. I can't tell you what works for you. I'm just telling you. I don't know shit.
Apparently, you can't get rid of it if it comes back.
Yeah. You may be a medical miracle.
Yeah, dumbass doctors. I mean, I tell people all the time, you can't just go about what the first doctor tell you. Always get a second and third opinion. Like that man say them worms eat my husband eye. Like, nigga, please, whatever. But we're not doctors. We just give y'all opinion. That's what it is. And y'all get mad at some shit real. You got a long piece of white hair right there.
Really? Where?
That might be your cat. No, you turning.
Yeah, I got gray hairs on my beard.
Oh, I see that. So, we just it's a podcast.
She thought it was cat hair, Dion. She thought I had cat hair on my face.
I really did.
This is what she thinks of me.
I mean,
walking around.
Do
with
you
cat
kiss your cat?
I don't know. Yeah.
Not in the mouth though.
No.
Oh.
No. Just like your little peck on the forehead. Oh.
Yeah, I don't get it. People kiss their animals. I don't understand that shit.
Do you understand that a cat lick his ass?
Yeah, but so does Ashley, and you kiss her.
You have never seen me kiss Ashley. You will never see me kiss Ashley.
Are you a germaphobe?
No, but I ain't kissing no cat, and I ain't kissing no dog, and I ain't kissing my kids in the mouth.
Are you an animal person at all? That wince says no.
I mean, when you see a chicken get choked out and then you got to eat them out later.
Me, I don't care to own one, but dogs used to be my thing. I had a pup, and we had one cat. Well, we had two cats. The Siamese cat that we tried to sell, my brother stole. And then...
What episode was that on? They're gonna find
That's so funny. There's so many great stories.
Yeah, my brother stole a Siamese cat for an Atari. But he didn't stick around long. He didn't like the roaches we had. And
most cats don't.
Yeah, and my mama had a kitten one time that kept pulling on her curtain, and she threw that motherfucker out the door like she was crazy back then. Back then, it wasn't no animal abuse, so she had picked that motherfucker up and said, "You got to go, nigga. You up here climbing on my motherfucking curtain." We was already poor, so nigga, they're tearing up all goodwill curtain. She picked that little kitten up by the neck and threw that motherfucker out the door and said, "Go and find you somewhere else to stay." And so, so we didn't. I'm not a big animal person, I think, because I've always dealt with kids and they just cost so fucking much. Right. So I'm not gonna go in there and feed no kid and feed no dog. And you always got somebody in your family that pissed the bed. So I ain't finna get up no cat piss, no human piss. I'm already watching covers right now. I just can't do animals, but I don't have a problem with them. I don't care to own them. You gotta clean up their fucking hair and shit, and you gotta give them baths.
It's a lot of work.
I really stopped dealing with animals when you could no longer tie them up outside to a tree.
Chris looks befuddled.
You never should have done that in the first place.
Nigga, it was okay back in the day.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. Not like hanging a nigga, but you just tie him up and his bed was out there on the tree. So when they stopped that shit, I don't even see why that shit humane.
I just remember going to my friend Matt's house, and they had their two dogs. Poor Spike had just run around this tree so much, and there was no grass. He was sitting in the mud all the time. I'm like, why do you even have a dog? I don't even like dogs. Like, why even have, ugh.
How do you not like dogs, but you like cats?
Dogs are too much. I need you to get out of my face.
But cats are dumb. They can't even protect you. At least a dog or bark when they motherfucking hear people coming. When cats see ghosts, they just get them humps in the back, and he can't tell you nothing.
Cats are low maintenance, and they're kind of like dogs. They're driving me crazy right now because they won't stop following me everywhere. Like they're friendly.
They're not
and
used to
loving.
being home so much.
Yeah. So they're all over me because they love the attention.
See, that's what I can't do. You rubbing all up against me. Leave. I mean, if you're gonna do a cat, you might well get you a black bitch. At least her hair shed less.
Yeah, somehow I don't think cats and black women are equally the same.
I mean, if you want hair all over you, if a black woman with a bad weave, if that shit rub up against you, it's gonna leave all kinds of
like Chris can just go out to PetSmart. Oh, you got any black bitches in the back?
Yeah, they outlawed that in 1865.
Like, what are you talking about? It's not that easy to get a black woman, Miss. Like you can just go bring a squeak toy. Come here, black bitch. I got this box for you to shit in. Hey, don't leave your hair on my sofa.
My friend Cortland used to work with a woman, work with an old black dude, right? And he used to call black women. He said, my friend, his last name Wiggy. They used to do the armor truck with the money. So the old man would the Brinks truck. So he would drive, and the old man he'd be in the back, and the old man was like, Wiggins. He's like, what man? Look at that fine nigga bitch right there. Nigga woman, that's what he called them. Nigga woman, nigga bitches. I was like, he was about 60, so he embalmed bodies at nighttime.
Sounds like a romance novel.
Dion, we were sitting earlier, and Dion just started like ranting about something, and I was like, Dion, like, do you ever find yourself going into old man rants? Like I do it all the time. Where I'm turning into my dad. I'm turning into that old guy who yells out that inappropriate thing. Like, when did you, Miss Pat, like, as you've gotten older, when did you go, all right, I'm old now? Like, because you always say you're old even though you're not. But, like,
25.
Really?
Yeah, because I had, like, 8 kids at 25.
25 is when everything changed. I stopped partying literally the day of my 25th birthday. I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Well, I'm not a big drinker, but, you know, I got married really young, 18, 19. And so after I got my sister kids, I had custody of her kids for 10 years, and I already had 2 kids. Then I had 2 kids by my husband, so here I am, 30 years old with 8 fucking kids.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, about 30 years old with 8 kids, and I'm just at home, shitty job working at Walmart, getting up every morning, getting everybody to daycare, and I just felt really old. I remember sitting there, I was on Section 8, and I remember sitting there saying, you know, one thing my teacher always taught me, Miss Troop, she said, always dream, always dream. So I lived in this house. I don't think I ever told y'all this story. So I lived in this house in Atlanta, and I had a Section 8 certificate, and it was worth $1,400 they were willing to pay my rent because I had 8 kids. And I only got the Section 8 because my sister was on crack and I took custody of her kids. And so literally all they gave me was $300 and some for 4 kids and fucking housing, which was Section 8. And I'm sitting there, and my kids started to play sports in this community, which is a lower middle class black neighborhood. And my mind started to open up. And I was like, I want more. I'm tired of this same old bullshit. Being on welfare and, not having shit. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about.
Make sure you realized you were old and then,
so I'm sitting there. Take that part out. But I'm sitting there with all of these kids, and I'm like, I'm fucking old. And I'm 30 years old. And I said, no, I'm not even 30 years old. I'm 20. No, I had 4 kids. I had my 2 kids and my sister 4 kids, so I got 6 kids. No kids by my husband. None. I think I'm maybe pregnant with Garyana. I'm in my early 20s. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't got shit. I was like, and then Miss Troop came into my mind and started to say, just like, I felt like I was talking to my teacher, what do you see yourself? And I told myself that day, I said, before I'm 30 years old, I'm going to own this house. I didn't know how the fuck I was going to own this house, y'all. Because remember, I got reduced rent. Well, I'm going to be honest, it was free fucking rent. I'm getting like $1,200 in food stamps. I'm working a shitty-ass Target job. I'm working on getting my GED. I'm fucking nothing. And I just told myself, I'm going to own this house by the time I'm 30. I'm going to buy me a house. Because, they tell you the American dream is buy a house. So I go to school and I become a medical assistant. I'm talking to this fucking black power man one day. And I'm telling him, I was like, I'm just working to get out Section 8 and I'm a medical assistant. And I said, I really want to own my house. And he sat me down and he said, it's funny how black people think the American dream is owning a house. That's what the fuck you talking about. That is the American dream. He said, while we teach our kids the American dream is to own a fucking house, white people teach their kids to own a fucking McDonald's. He said, you ever thought about a franchise? I said, what the fuck is a franchise? I had never heard the word before. He said, when you own a McDonald's, I said, they let niggas do that?
Now, when you call Jimmy Carter a nigger, you can't have no McDonald's. They got the tape.
So I started to open my mind, and I just started to put shit together. And I said, I'm gonna own this house by the time I'm 30, and I did. I started doing vending and some other shit. And I started making money, and I remember telling my husband, I said, I want the old lady who owned the house. And this is how good people are. This is why I think I'm so open-minded, because my landlord was an old white woman, right? Her name was Gerda Bowen. I know she probably dead now, but I would go work at General Motors because I still had that nigga mentality. Not nigga mentality. I had that fucking welfare recipient mentality where you think you're going to always get over right. So I go to work at McDonald's. I go to work at General Motors, making all this fucking money, $22 an hour, never reported. They caught my ass. And so I was like, oh, okay. So they said, you owe $8,000. Literally, my landlord went in her bank account and said, don't tell them this because I could get kicked out the program for renting my house, and gave me $8,000 to pay my rent, my back rent back. I fucked around and did it again, and they wouldn't accept my money, and they kicked me off the program. So at the time, the lady was getting like $1,200 for her house for me. So she said, Pat, I like you so much. She said, have you thought about buying a house? And I was like, how I was going to do that? And I never really talk about this lady. This lady, my landlord, an old white lady named Gerda Bowen, said, well, you've been in my house for 10 years. And out of those 10 years that you rented this house on Section 8, I put $50 a month away in case you ever wanted to buy this house. And that fucking lady helped me pay my down payment on the house to buy the fucking house from her.
Wow.
To buy the fucking house from her. And at the time, she did owner finance. And she said, I do owner finance for you to get your credit all the way together. And she gave me a really good interest rate. I think it was like back then, probably like 5%. And, I wasn't making that kind of money, but she owner financed it. And she gave me 2-3 years to get my shit together. And I'm still in the house. And by this time, when I got my shit together, me and my husband went in and rebought the house, or however we did it, and got it together. We refinanced it, and I put him on there. And I think that's why I'm so open-minded, because that was like the first, other than the police officer in my neighborhood, that was the first like white person that I felt like really cared, because I didn't have a lot of interaction with white people. But when she did that, and she came to closing with that money, a cashier check, and didn't never tell me she was saving $50 a month out of all those years I lived in that house. And she owned like a lot of houses too, because she tried to get me to move in the other house. Like, well, I really like this one. And we never asked her to repair it. We always took it ourselves. I always paid for my own exterminator, because the motherfucker had so many roaches when I first moved in it. And I never forget when I closed, and I was like, oh, I got a little money. I'm going to fucking redo the kitchen. And she was so proud of me. And she was still calling, check on me like periodically. And I want to dial her number so bad. I think last time I dialed her number was disconnected. And I kind of know she's probably dead, because she was like sickly and shit. But I always think of Girdle. I always think of Girdle, because when Miss Troop came back in my head when I was like in my early 20s and said, what you gonna do with your life? And I was like, I gotta do something. I'm gonna fucking buy me a house. And I was like, I'm gonna buy me a house, and then I'm gonna buy me a car. I said, just thinking of the fucking materialistic shit. But I accomplished everything. I went and worked for General Motors, and I accomplished everything I wanted.
Yeah, your story is a lot of great people kind of going, you need to believe in yourself, and then helping you get up.
And that's why I tell people pulling yourself up by the bootstrap with the whole American thing. I tell people all the time on stage, and this, Dion, I was like, hey, that bootstrap shit don't work. I'm here because people like you help me, no matter what fucking color you are. I'm here because of casework. I'm here, those programs out there, everybody be talking about, oh, a Democrat don't never want to fucking work. I'm here to tell you those programs work. It's going to be thieving motherfuckers and anything that the government put out free. It ain't going to work for everybody. But if you got 10 people on a fucking government program and 4 of them come out with a success story, then that's a successful program. Because you always going to have people that ain't going to do right. You always have people that going to want to scheme. You always have people that just don't want to do right.
Right.
But ain't nothing you can do about that. So I don't know why I felt compelled to fucking share that story. The lady just popped in my head. But today, I still own that same house in Atlanta.
Oh, that's cool.
And when I wanted to give back, I wanted to be the landlord.
When a story starts with,
oh, let me tell you. So I wanted to give back. I'm a landlord now. You can't tell me shit, right?
This Booty Beads story coming up.
Yeah. So I wanted to give back. And I said, I moved here to Indiana and I wanted to give back. And I said, I want to rent my house on Section 8 because somebody gave me a chance. And at this time, the house got granite, fucking hardwood floors. I done fucking redid the whole house. So I moved a Section 8 tenant in it. You know, that's based on your rent. Oh, this bitch was from hell. This ghetto bitch never paid me the portion of the rent that she was supposed to pay, right?
Right.
On top of that, she wanted to move right after she moved in because the bitch was like crazy. So I wouldn't let her move. Get what that bitch did. That bitch went had her uncle stole all my copper out of my house. Not carpet, copper. Copper. Yes. Tore my walls down, yanked all my fucking wires down, told my I don't think I ever cried that hard over that because I worked really hard to get that house. I added on to the house. The house is it's about 3,200 square feet. It's got 4 bedrooms with an extra fucking room out the back. The fucking bedroom is bigger than this and that. My kitchen put together. It's got a living room inside of the bedroom, a whole kitchen inside of the bedroom. It's got custom cabinets, and this bitch tore my house up. I fucking boo-hoo. And I said, that day on, I said,
did you not know her well?
You don't know your tenants. You know, they get on a program and you kind of vet them and, you know, you verify their jobs and shit. And at the time we was living up here and I really wanted to rent the house. So she came along, she had her deposit and her house only rent for $1,000 and the bitch tore my house up. And I said, fuck Section 8, fuck poor people, fuck niggas. And I took my house off that program, nigga. I was like, because when I feel like when you own a program like that, it's to help you to learn how to live and eventually leave the program. But sometimes you get people, I got friends that been on the program for over 30 years, which I don't understand. Why the fuck are you still need help with your rent when your kids are grown? But I ain't downing nobody because, you know, everybody got their own issues. I'm just glad I'm not on the program anymore. But after that bitch did that, I took my house off that program. Luckily, I only had 4 tenants, so she was the Section 8 tenant that tore my house up. I had like $30,000 in damage.
Jeez.
So before her, I had a white bitch who was a stripper. Bitch tore my fucking $2,000 back door. Never paid her rent. Just fucking lied. So I take this bitch to court, right? And I don't know how the fuck we got on this, but I take this bitch to court, and it's a special episode I can go over. I take this bitch to court. She showed with all her rent receipts, right? Every rent receipt. But for the last 4 months, she was missing rent. So I said, bitch, I pay on time. I said, bitch, you can't pay on time when you ain't paid in 4 months. The fuck are you talking about? And the judge literally said, this is why people lose their houses because people like you. Get the fuck out of her house.
Nice.
So I put this bitch out, right? And then I moved
the white stripper bitch?
The white stripper bitch with a black man. And just her mama was paying her rent behind her back, trying to keep her. I didn't know they were cocaine head. The motherfucking Junebug played ball with his son. Her husband coached my son. So I moved them motherfuckers out. I don't fuck with people. You ain't got. I had
Calm down. Slow down.
Yeah, my heart beating fast. So then I moved the booty bead bitch in. Now she works for the transportation service on Atlanta Model. Fucking Suva, making good money. And she had this no good piece of man with her. And I work with you. You could be late. I work with you because I've been in the same situation. Right. I care about people. I'm not going to just throw you on the fucking street. So this bitch decided to move. She lived in my house like 3 years. She decided to move. Well, she decided to move after her ghetto ass son. I go over there one day and this nigga smoking weed, throwing ashes out the motherfucking window, done knocked my goddamn screen down. Now I'm like, nigga, get that goddamn joint back in the window. So
not put the joint out, get it back in the house.
Yeah, get it back in the house. So I was pissed off. It's hard being a landlord. So I go over there. She moves out, right? And then she got a deposit. This bitch, her son done took an axe to all my doors and chopped them motherfuckers up. So I said, look, bitch, the doors are $65 each. Get over here and clean my house out and get my doors fixed.
Wait. He took like that movie. Here's Johnny.
Yeah. So he was crazy. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with the son. When he got mad, he wanted to take an axe and shit. So he done took an axe to my motherfucking trimming my doors. And so instead of them fixing, putting the doors back up, buying new doors.
Getting rid of the axe.
Yeah. They done putted it. I'm like, bitch, I'm not a slum landlord. I can't.
They put putty in the axe hole.
Axhole. You're proud of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, he is.
Look at him. Yeah. He's going to make this.
That is the ghettoest shit I've ever heard.
Make this
First of all, who the fuck axes doors?
Crazy motherfuckers.
Secondly, to fix it, we're going to put some putty in here.
So
they'll never know the difference.
And then you done painted over so the door got a big ass lump like a motherfucking fake booty. Just a big ass forehead on my motherfucking door. Make a long story
Maybe you
short,
should have just let him keep the joint outside.
he done knocked holes in my wall, so we go in there to clean up, right, y'all? And so I'm in there cleaning up, and my husband tell me, I said, why all these bees? And he's like, don't touch that. What the fuck is that? He like, them booty bees. I'm like, the fucking booty bees. She had all these motherfucking Mardi Gras looking bees that you pull out your ass, and they had these little ridges on the side. And I'm like, why they sharp on the side? They were like little rubbery tips and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I go and I sue the bitch, right? I'm suing the bitch because I 20 years ago I whoop your ass. Today I got to beat you like a white woman. I'm going to take you straight to motherfucking court. And we ended up on Judge Brown with the whole booty bead thing, and I fucking won. So that's my 1, 2. This is my third. So my third one, they still there. Thank God they been there like 12 years. Oh God, have mercy. We ain't even gonna talk about them because they current. But at least I got a tenant, and they good tenants too.
So when you go back to Atlanta, where do you stay?
Hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't stay in that neighborhood.
You're too bougie now?
No. I
Yeah. You heard that? No. Yeah.
No, I was over there the other day. I was over there a couple weeks ago, and they redid the high school. That motherfucking damn, they look like Plainfield High. I was like, finally, they using our taxpayer money for something. But that let you know. What that does is that let you know gentrification is on its way.
Yeah.
Because my house is near the airport. Near the airport, it's a prime area. If you're a pilot, if you fucking anything you got to do at the airport, I'm literally 5 minutes from the fucking airport. You can see the planes. You don't really hear them, but you can see them.
Right.
So, it's a really good, when I first moved there, it was like Plainfield. So now it's like Bankhead. You got to know what the fuck Bankhead is in Atlanta. But, and I get phone calls. This is why I know something is going on in that community. I get at least, no lie, 2 phone calls a week. You want to sell your house? And I asked one lady, I said, what the fuck is going on? Everybody keep asking me to sell my motherfucking house.
Yeah.
I'm about to flip that shit.
Yeah. Everybody. They were like, we'll give you cash right now. I said, nigga, I pay my mortgage. I don't want to sell my motherfucking house. Y'all keep calling, I'm going to hold my motherfucking house. Something going on. Y'all ain't tricking me this time, white people. Y'all tricked me when y'all moved out that neighborhood and left a nigga there, and I couldn't get up out of there. And then the bus came and all these crazy motherfuckers started moving around me. I be going to motherfucking meeting with Sarah now. Sarah? Yeah, Sarah go to all the meetings. You know when the fuck to get out. It's a memo they send out in the white neighborhood. Run! Bullshit on the way. Y'all ain't leave me no goddamn more. You never trick me again. Mm-mm. So, but I know something going on because I at least twice a week.
Would you sell the house?
Hell no. I'm waiting to see why everybody trying to buy the motherfucking house.
So you're waiting to hold and then you'd sell it to have too much emotional attachment?
I think I have a lot. It's my first property. It's me. That house really made me felt like I kind of accomplished the American dream. I bought a fucking house. You talking about this little old girl from the west end of Atlanta with a GED, welfare recipient, and I grew up and I bought a fucking house. So I think I have more feelings for that house than I do this fucking house. Yeah. And it's also something I would like to leave my kids.
Yeah.
I really want. I don't give a fuck. I got a really nice house now. I don't care about leaving this because it's in Indiana, but I would really like to.
Fuck you.
Did you hurt your feelings with that?
Yeah. I would really like to leave that house in Atlanta to my kids because I work really hard for that house, even remodeling it.
Do you think Garrett and Garyana want to move back to Atlanta? Or do you think they like it up here now?
not Garyana, but my husband like we talk about it all the time. He said as long as he can get somewhere where it's not too busy like the city of Atlanta. So he would like to move out on the outskirts. He don't want to move to Alpharetta, so more like Noonan, Fairburn area.
I asked him, so what do you think of Plainfield? He goes, don't tell Pat. I like it here a lot. Because
he just told her.
He goes, it's quiet here. Why would I want to be around all those fucking people?
He do, and that's the type of living he want. You know, I can see my husband a big ass front porch, and my husband is tight. He don't need no big old castle. Just a normal size house that'll hold us. He'd never let you go too far outside. Hey, we don't need all that, because the first thing you say, high ceiling. You got it. All the heat gonna go up there. We got to pay for that heat we ain't using up there.
He's right. He's very right.
He's like, there's no way we can get that heat to come down. They just wasting fucking heat.
You gotta get a ceiling fan. With that.
So hopefully I can purchase a nice home in Atlanta. That's where I would like to be. And it's only because Indiana has been great to me. I love fucking Indiana. I ain't gonna say
it's a family place, but once that's done, you gotta go.
Well, I don't have anybody here. I don't have a Miss Jenny here or a Queesh here or fucking, I can't just get together with people that I feel like love me because I don't have anybody here. I mean, other than you two,
Dion.
motherfucker.
Wow.
Other than you two motherfuckers, y'all the only two really that Dion, before Chris came along, be honest, who did I hang with? Yeah. You the only, other than Dion, I never call anybody. Now I have you to call.
Yeah.
What the fuck you doing, Chris? So these are the only two motherfuckers in Indiana that I literally talk to every other day on the phone. I don't have one girlfriend in Indiana.
Why do you think you never really connected with people here? Is it because the where you're living is like you're the person that walks out the front door and you want to be around people, or you just didn't connect with people, or what?
So when I first moved here 14 years ago, one thing I noticed about Indiana, like in the South, money separates you. Here, race separates you. And I don't know if I ever told you this. I said, these black people in Indiana carry on like niggas. Like, when I tell them I live in Plainfield, the police bad out there. Oh, I never live in Plainfield. And I'm thinking, I remember when getting here in like 2007. I got here in 2006. 2007, I'm looking at the news, and the inner city school did not have air conditioning. I couldn't fucking believe it. Even in the ghetto of the city of Atlanta, the kids had air conditioned school. Yeah. And I'm saying to myself, why the fuck wouldn't you want to move out of there? And so, when I would tell people I live in Plainfield, the first thing they say, why you live around all them white people? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about no white people. I'm living where the school system is good. I'm living where the taxes are good. That's the mentality that I had.
Yeah.
And I noticed in Atlanta, with the people that I deal with, money separates you. Anybody can live next door to T.I. if you got the money.
Yeah.
They're not scared to go. Black people ain't scared to go live in Cobb County, Smyrna, or wherever the white people at. It's more mingling pretty much everywhere. Here is...
That's what I don't like about it. There's no sections in Atlanta. It's like, where am I at? Oh, this crackhead over there and a $2 million house. Like, wait, huh?
Yeah, so I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but here's my theory. Like, the North, we had the Klan here in the 20s was mad at Catholics. Like, that's because there weren't black people here. And if there were, they were segregated into over where IUPUI is at, where Madam Walker started the first black female millionaire. And so as the population increased, everybody was still segregated. Like Crispus Attucks is that's where... Is that Oscar Robertson? Mm-hmm. Played high school basketball, and when they won the state championship in the 50s or 60s, and they wanted
57, 58, something like that.
Yeah, and they wanted to have a parade. The white mayor wouldn't let them, and so they just did a parade around Madam Walker. So I just don't think interactions. I know for me, we never interacted growing up with black kids in our school because we didn't have any. You know? And so, but I think in the South, it's probably so much. There's such a larger black population that intermingling between different races and cultures is much more prevalent than it ever was here.
Well, I can say this as a black kid coming up in the ghetto. I didn't see a lot of white people either. But one thing about Atlanta, you go to these places to hang out, like Broad Ripper. Broad Ripper is mainly young white people.
Right.
Young white people. Well, I don't see sections in Atlanta like that. It's young people, all races, Chinese, black, white. And that's what I love about the South.
Yeah, it's also a much larger city.
Yeah, it is a much larger city. But still, population-wise,
y'all are on the decrease.
Wow.
In Atlanta?
Yeah, I looked it up. Indianapolis is the 17th largest city. Atlanta is 37.
Really?
Yeah, because people they're not living within the city.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
It costing too much because of gentrification. The city of Atlanta taxes have went up so fucking much. The mayor just put a cap on it, where you can't raise like seniors' taxes for like 10 or 15 years or some shit like that.
There's a book called White Flight, and I think it's literally about Atlanta and the white people leaving the core of the city to the suburbs.
But they always let you black people running down, and they come back and get it for cheap. But that's what I don't like about Indiana. I'm used to, as I go out, like in like the comedy scene here. We really don't have a comedy scene. But in Atlanta, you can go over here and the Laughing Skull, and all white comedy, mixed comedy, whatever. And then you can go over here, all black comedy. But somehow they mingle together at some locations. So I just like
diversity.
I love diversity.
We have a comedy scene. You just wouldn't want to hang out with them.
Well, I mean, I like it. Well,
I don't blame her.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just not enough diversity here. You know, I wish it was other stuff for everybody to do.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a jazz night, it's just a black jazz night. Well, I just don't want to be around black people. I want to see everybody. I want to see Chinese people enjoying jazz. I want to see black people. I want to see I like all people. I want to sit and have a conversation with everybody.
My cousin plays in a jazz band called Toy Factory, and they play on the west side. We should go. It's Wednesday. Well, back when shit gets normal.
That's sort of my question: is how much have you tried? Because if you went to the Jazz Kitchen, that exists. And I just think you're more comfortable in black culture. Like, there are black restaurants here. There are black enclaves here.
I don't like the black restaurant here. I don't like them. They're not good. I mean, they're okay. But it's like
I think they'd be the best fucking restaurant. She wouldn't like it because it's Indiana.
No, I just think it's more to do in Atlanta. Like, okay, when I was home,
that's not a thought. That's an accurate thing.
Right. Yeah,
there is more to do in Atlanta.
But people have to understand that Indianapolis is now on the come up.
It is on the come up.
In the last 10 years.
Look what Plainfield have been in the last 13 years I've been here. When I got here, it was corn everywhere. Yeah. It's a CVS where the corn used to be now.
It's true.
Moving on up, CVS.
Yeah. I just like being able to go out and do different shit. My husband don't, and you know, I would like to say, hey, I was like, if I'm in Atlanta, I could call up
Atlanta's an entertainment hub too, though. Like, it's got.
So I think that's what I miss too, because I can say, Quisha, come on, girl, let's go have a drink. It's Monday night. Let's go watch this. I've been in places where they fucking having a fucking sing-off or open mic singing on a fucking Tuesday night, and it's wall-to-wall packed with all types of people. That's what I like. Yeah. I like being around every fucking body. That's what I like. I mean, this is the first all-white neighborhood that I ever lived in, but I just like people. I don't give a fuck about. I want to sit down with the geeky ass white dude and have a conversation like I do.
At me?
Yeah, like I do over there.
Well, I will. And there is definitely something about white culture, especially in the suburbs, where it's very much like there's no front porches. Everybody builds back porches. I'm going to come in my front door. I'm going to shut my front door. I'm not going to talk to anybody, and I don't want to be bothered. I don't want you in my face. I just want to talk to my face. Like there's an introverted nature to suburban white people that I don't think is very helpful to suburban white people, which is why so many people
like my neighbors around here, and I don't really know them. I mean, other than the Facebook page, that's how you really know your neighbors. But other than the lady next door, that's the only person I ever really interacted with.
Yeah,
you know, like they don't just, and I don't know it because everybody know who I am. They feel like they don't need the bus. If I go outside, hey, Miss Pat, you know, some shit like that. But I don't have a girlfriend here. I don't have nobody to just come and hang out with. And that's what I miss. Like if I'm bored in Atlanta, oh, Miss Jenny, what you doing? Girl, I'm come by and sit down, have a cup of coffee, drink. I don't have that here. Like
that doesn't Plainfield.
that doesn't exist where I grew up. People don't, they did when I was growing up. Like so the neighborhood I grew up is sort of downtown by where Marsh used to be. And they had a pool. And so everybody in the neighborhood would always go to the pool, and the parents would all get together, and there was like a strong network of like that was my friends, my sister's friends, like everybody got together hanging out all the time. That doesn't exist now in a town like this. Part of it is just I don't know what changed, but
people change. I mean,
I'm a little worried about this quarantine stuff, that it's going to drive us even further into not connecting with other people. And
yeah, you should know your neighbor. I was talking to one of the girls who's working on one of the projects I'm working on, and she was like, "Pat, I live in this neighborhood, and I worked all my life, and now that I'm not working, it's the first time that I realized I have not gotten to know my neighbor."
Yeah.
And she live in like $1 million neighborhood, and I don't care what neighborhood it, the Bible say you should love your neighbor. I would love to know my neighbors, but they literally throw their hands up.
The first house, I didn't move into a house until I was in 6th grade. We didn't get our first house till I was in 6th grade. And our next door neighbors were these 2 old white people, the Dobbs family. I don't know if they're still alive, but they were the nicest fucking people. Like when we first moved into the house, you could tell we didn't know shit about owning the house. We didn't know, like they would be like, "Hey, you guys need help cutting your grass?" Or like, they would be the ones to say, "Hey, now it's time to cut your grass." You know what I mean?
Right.
We had an apple tree in the house, and I hated this fucking tree because you could never eat the apples because they was always fucking rotten. So it was like, what's the point of having an apple tree if you can't eat the fucking apples? They just fall from the goddamn tree, and they got bees, and they smell. So one day we were like, fuck this apple tree. We fucking picked all the goddamn apples off this goddamn tree, and we just out there busting them in the street because we didn't fucking know any better. We were ghetto kids. There was no other kids in the neighborhood. It was an older neighborhood. And my dad comes home from work, and he sees all these fucking apples, and he's like, "You niggas don't get all these goddamn apples up."
And see, Miss Pat, that's why gentrification happens.
We ain't know no better. We was bored. We didn't have shit to do. We hated that goddamn tree.
One thing that I've learned just kind of being around your house and your family is it's way more social and it's way more communal. And I think so. I was having this conversation with this other libertarian, and they were like, we need more black libertarians so we can reach out to more black people. I go, you don't understand. What you need to do is go be friends with a black person, because when you do that, like when I start talking about individualism, white people hear, yeah, that's right, because that's how they live their lives. But I think for you hear like an affront to what you like. You live you live a communal life that I have never really grown up with, and that I think has, for my generation, as we've grown up and we have no community, it really has disconnected us. Part of the internet can help and hurt, because you can find community in cool places like our group, but it also completely takes away your ability to like sit and interact with a group of people.
Yeah.
Whereas like your life, and I think the black community, there's a lot that people can learn from the black community. That's one thing. Like you were talking to me the other day, you go, black people aren't worried about the economy. We've been poor forever. We'll be poor forever. Like
all of my
there's
white friends.
no economic stress, because we'll just get through it and we'll have fun while we're doing it.
Yeah, and because I was telling him 3 or 4 white comedians come, "Oh my God, is this in the world? What we're gonna do?" And I was like, I was like, let me call Chris. And I said, white people are calling me stressed out, but my black friends are down in Atlanta throwing fucking barbecues, and I'm like, they don't give a fuck about a recession. What we say is, hey, welcome to being black, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. This is how we live every day.
No.
That's how most black America live every day. So I think black people have learned to cope, where we used to talk, we don't give a fuck about the economy. When you start talking about the economy, it just don't register with us, because we feel like we live in paycheck to paycheck, so the economy ain't never affected us any fucking way.
Right.
I grew up poor as fuck. My parents never talked about the economy. You hear Garyana talk about the economy. You hear my husband talk about the economy. But I'm a person that never gave a fuck about the economy. So, this shit here, I'm going to get through it. I'm okay. I'm not stressing. But I had 3 or 4 white people call me, and they was really like in a panic. What are we going to do? Are we ever going to go back outside? Oh, how are we going to eat?
Yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
In like 3 weeks, everybody's going to go, I can't take it anymore. Everybody's going to go back, and we're going to get right back to where we were.
This is not the end of the fucking world.
Yeah,
but not one black person. I look on Facebook, and Quisha doing hair, and the fucking kids running around the house, and niggas in Washington Park in Atlanta throwing barbecue, motherfucker acting like that at the club. Everybody black having a good time. But the white people that I know who call me, who's comedian, is stressed the fuck out. And I'm like, calm the fuck down. It's called Black America, nigga. You gonna be all right?
I think white culture is very consumer driven. and it's about accumulating stuff. And
so y'all can stun on y'all neighbors. That's your thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. This is gonna be a great podcast because we have never done a podcast this long. But I was telling my friend the other day. I said I live in a upper class white neighborhood, and I don't like to say white and black, but I it's funny because I was talking about materialistic thing, and I said it's funny like when you see, and this is just true. I think this is my opinion. When you see white people are materialistic like black people. Black people are flashy with their shit. They're very flashy. Like if you see a white woman with a Louis Vuitton purse, you don't think twice. You see a black bitch with a Louis Vuitton, you automatically think she got some money or it's fake. You automatically think that shit. That's why black bitches don't get jacked for their pocketbook, because you might get a fake one. But white women carry fake ones too. But as society have trained us that their shits are real. Their shit's like, I could be walking through the airport and I have a Gucci bag that was a gift. And I tell y'all all the time, I'm not no bougie bitch. I'm gonna be honest. I take shades and I turn them into eyeglasses all the fucking time because I can't fucking see. And they're usually designer shades I get from Nordstrom Rack. And I'm sitting there with my glasses on and my hat on. And the first time I sat down on a plane, motherfucker, what do you do? Fuck you mean, what do I do? And then I started telling my friends, I said, when you white, people don't look at you twice.
Right.
When you got a Louis Vuitton luggage and a Louis Vuitton, but they automatically...
Black guy in a Jaguar must be a football player.
Yes. And is it me or am I thinking wrong?
No, that's absolutely the reaction.
White people are just as flashy as black people. Only difference is they won't put on no lime green suit with no hat.
Right.
Because you look like a unicorn. But I'm like, we're the same flashiness. We buy big houses, we ride big cars, and nobody.
These companies stay in business because of white folk. That one Gucci bag that a nigga bought ain't keeping the company afloat. I don't understand why people don't get that.
I've never been in a Saks Fifth Avenue except the time that you took me, and it was just a bunch of caramel pulled back bitches.
Just pulled back bitches.
Yeah.
He said pull back bitches. That's funny. But I mean, I just realized, I was like, we all like the same shit, but it's just how people look at you when you're a different race. Because I think with society saying, maybe how did you get it, or you can afford it, or are you rich, or what you do. But when you see a white woman with it, oh, she got a Louis Vuitton bag.
I definitely code her differently. I definitely code that person. That person's in a different tax bracket than me. In my mind, I definitely I see them in a different tax, like a different class.
Is it white or black or
both? More white. Like if it's a white woman, then I definitely go, this person probably is married to a rich doctor.
Me too. But why is it? Why we're trained like that? We're literally trained like that.
I've never been a materialistic person, so most of these brands and shit, I don't know fucking what costs what. This is for fashion mostly, but I couldn't tell you. So when I see a Louis bag, it doesn't register to me. Like what you're saying, oh, this bitch got money. I would never think that because I don't know shit about.
So if you see a woman with a big diamond ring, whether you know it's real or not, what do you think?
She married somebody that's got some money.
Yeah.
All of these things are to tell other people that you're superior in some way, right? Like that. And that's all that's why I'm a practical person. I would never, if I were a woman, I would not buy a purse at the price.
You have $800 shoes, and for the life of me, I cannot understand why you bought them, because you fucking hate them. They hurt your feet so much. And I'm like, then why did you spend $800 on these shoes that you wear them for literally an hour on stage? You're like, I can't wait to take these fucking shoes off.
But you want to show off to people. You want to say a certain... No, you want to say... The whole reason people wear fashion is they want to make a certain statement about themselves
because
to other people.
Why I don't want to... Let me say this. Nobody knows who those shoes are. No. Only I've had maybe two, and I hate to say this, two white women that say, I like your Stella McCartney. Mm-hmm. And so if you're going to name it, you know how much I paid for them. Mm-hmm. I've had black women say, what the fuck you get them shoes from? And I say, and I'm the type of person, I would never try to say, I can't remember. I say, oh, these are Stella McCartney.
Right.
And I go on to say, they're $850. But if you put them in your box and hold them in that box at Saks Fifth Avenue, when they go on sale, you're going to get an email, bitch. And that's what I do. And I got to say this, I only paid $850 one time, and I have 3 of them. And the other 2 times I caught them on sale because I taught myself to put them in that box and wait.
Right.
So I paid what? I had something I paid $800 for, and I waste alcohol.
See, that's what I don't understand. Like, you spend a lot of money on the shoes, but they're not comfortable. So
they cute on stage, and you notice I only wear them when I go on stage. And it's the same pair. I only got 3 pair, and I wear the same pair on stage.
Couldn't you
time.
equally spend money on some shoes that you like that feel good?
No, because feel good is these motherfuckers on my feet now.
Yeah, you can't find shoes that cost $800 that'll make your feet feel good.
I have a lot of shoes.
I know. I remember when Morty's closed down the first time and you gave away a bunch of shoes to some. You remember you had those boots that you gave to Rachel.
And she wore the heel off that motherfucker, didn't she?
Oh, you should have saw these boots, Chris. They were the most ridiculous. They look ridiculous on her, but then you put them
on Rachel.
Oh my God, Rachel!
They look cute on me, and I only wore them like 1 or 2 times, and there was like
they were laced up the back all the way up to the calf.
Oh, that was really cute. That's why I gave them boots too. Was they green?
I don't think they were.
I gave her like 10, 15 a lot of shoes. Because I was like, I just got all this shit in my closet I brought from Atlanta, and I just started giving shit away. But, I mean, I'm more of a thrifty shop than that, because I do like designer shit. And I will say this, because I'm not rich. I'm not fucking rich. One day I pray, I only buy shit. Like, if I did something big, a book, a TV show, or if I made a shit ton of money, well, not even a shit ton of money, because a shit ton of money ain't a lot to some people. But if I make a good amount of number, and I say, well, you know what, I'm gonna go out and buy me a purse.
Yeah.
I have a few designer bags. I'm more of a book bag person for my laptop, but honestly, one was a gift from my fucking agency with some shoes, and I was like, I can't wear these whole shoes when I take my pilot, and I turned that shit in and bought me a purse. When you with me?
I can't wear these. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, they bought me some fucking red bottom shoes because it was funny. I had to tell this story. So I go and I take Netflix, right? And I want to be really cute for taking Netflix. So I was like, I gotta get some nice shoes. So my friend was like, bitch, go buy some red bottom. I'm like, what the fuck is red bottom? So I look at these shoes. I bought a pair of Stella McCartney for $8.95. And I said, well, I'm gonna put some tape at the bottom. I'm gonna take these bitches back. And so I bought some red bottom. And then I say, she was like, ghetto niggas, ghetto folks, po folk. So she's like, bitch, just put a bunch of tape and some sponge at the bottom. So when you walk on it, you won't damage the bottom. But I fucked around and walked on rocks and damaged the bottom, and Saks wouldn't take them back. So now I'm stuck with a sounder that was $800. And so when I took them off, my agency were like, why you got that tape on the bottom of your shoe? I'm like, I can't afford these shoes. I'm taking these shoes back. And they was like, they all white people. They're like, what? I was like, I can't afford these goddamn shoes. And I was getting paid a decent amount for taping the Netflix thing. And so they was like, what the fuck? And I guess they had dealt with I'm fucking poor. I ain't got no money. My money count. I got these fucking kids to put through college. So when I take my pilot, they coming out with a fucking pair of $1,300 red bottom, badass boots that Quisha helped them pick out. And I was like, oh, these bitches are bad. But who gonna put they body? I said, nigga, I can't wear these whole slippers. So, motherfucking 4-inch heel, that shit'll make your pussy pop.
You can tell Quisha picked them out.
Yeah, some shit you be butt naked in, just bend over, let a nigga hit you from the back.
That was some shit. Quisha was like, she ain't gonna like these, but I'm gonna get them. Quisha set your ass up.
Look, honey, I bought you a lawnmower for Christmas.
They was so bad, y'all. They had the bucket. They were some badass shoes. So I was like, Quisha, why would you pick these shoes out for me? She said, bitch, I told him you like. I said, bitch, I can't wear these motherfucking shoes. I'm fucking 200-some pounds. I can't put all this fat up in the air. Bitch, you trying to make my pussy cricket. So,
make my pussy cricket.
So I couldn't. So what I did
make a moon cricket.
So what
jeez.
And a moon cricket too, nigga. Be done locked up on your dick. So what I did was, honestly,
always good to get in old timey Southern racism.
Y'all so fucking silly. I literally tucked them bitches back and bought me a Gucci purse because I was like, I'm not wearing these old slippers. But it was so funny because when my daughter took the shoes on, they was like, why is your shoes taped up like a nigga done did a drive-by on the bottom of your shoes? I'm like, I'm taking these motherfuckers back. but those rock poke holes at the bottom of the red bottom. And I probably would never wear those shoes fucking again. And I was gonna sell them because I literally wore them one time for Netflix. But I
think that's the thing I hate most about being celebrity is you can only wear an outfit one fucking time.
Nigga, fuck that. I put on jeans and the same shirt for every show.
Niggas take pictures and you can't wear that shit. I'm like, motherfucker, you just spent $1,300 on that shirt one time? Fuck that.
Not me. I'm gonna wear my shit. And you know, I give my hats off to people like Samore. That's the sharpest bitch in the game. Ain't no bitch touching comedian Samore. That not only is she funny, the bitch is sharper than a motherfucker. I be looking at her Instagram like, God damn, I wish I could dress like that. But that takes a lot of work and a lot of money, and I'm quite sure she got both her time and money.
One special she had on like this glittery purple and her titties were hanging. I was just like, God damn, some more little.
She is funny. And then every week she put up a custom gown that she about to drag out on stage. I was like, this a bad bitch. Samore is the best dressed bitch in the game. Ain't nobody touching comedian Samore. And my heads go off to her, but I can't get out like. And this lady, I'm 47, so I'm quite sure she at least 50, and she's still wearing heels. The bitch have on the baddest the bitch be posting shoes, and I always go Google the shoe that she posts, and I be like, Samore, I can't pay $1,800 for those shoes. I can't afford those $3,000 shoes.
How many shoes you got sitting in your cart right now, waiting for the price to go down?
I got about 4. Y'all laughing, but that shit really works. That shit, and right now, since the coronavirus done fucked up the economy,
coronavirus. That's what I walked into that.
Since the coronavirus done fucked up to everything, man, this shit is on sale like a motherfucker. It's on sale.
Yeah, online sales are like, people. Yeah, they're like, please buy anything here. Yeah, 50% off.
Yeah, and we done went an hour and 40 minutes. Y'all gonna
we have to mention the oxtail.
Oh, what about the oxtail?
You gotta go watch the video in the pat down. So we'll pin it in the announcements.
I already marked it. All right. It's marked.
But I tried oxtail. Miss Pat made me soul food. Garyana made me soul food, and it was very good. So go watch my reaction to it. You'll really like it.
Yeah. I could tell Chris wish he had some melanin in his skin. Is it Melanie?
Melanie?
Yeah.
I wish I had some Melanie in my skin.
Melanoma. He wish he had some of that shit in his skin
today.
I've
got melanoma. There's no doubt about that.
You got melanoma?
Just ginger skin. Just wait.
Melanin.
Melanie. He wish he had some melanies.
I put on more hot sauce than either of you two.
I don't do hot sauce.
I can't do a lot because I
want to taste my food. I don't want to taste burn.
But it's Frank's. It's not that hot.
It doesn't matter.
Was it pretty good?
Yeah, it was really good.
It was really good.
Thank you. We stayed up all morning cooking. I was like, I really want to give Chris some soul food.
It was.
And we're going to have to start doing like a different dish. Garyana make the best fucking. Have you had her lamb? Oh my God. Have you had a lamb?
Yeah, last time we were here.
Her lamb is so fucking good. Garyana can cook her ass. So where the fuck she didn't come up here?
She's taking care of the kids is what she's told me.
Yeah, she's always taking care of the kids. We're going to get her in here for the next episode. But
50 episodes is a lot.
I know. I know when we first started this shit, it was so crazy because, like I said, it was me and Chris and we brought Dion in, and I didn't really.
You hated it at first.
I did.
You called both of us at different times. We've compared notes now, like. This is a lot of work. Fuck this. Like, I'm going to quit this. I'll do this if you two want to do it, but I'm going to quit if we don't want to do it.
I think I would have quit it because when people first, like, you should get a podcast.
You don't listen to it. That's why.
Yeah, I do not listen to the podcast.
I don't think you got how much it meant to people until we started the group, and then you started to get in there and see what it means to people. And then I think your attitude kind of changed around episode 25 or 30. And you're like, okay, this work is worth it because it means a lot to these people. And I think you started to see how many people are coming out to shows mentioning it.
Yeah.
That's when your attitude changed, is when it started to be mentioned to you in the shows. Somewhere around episode 30 or 40, everybody started going, hey, love the show.
Yeah, it started to pick probably the early 20s. It started to pick up and people started to come out.
It was after you went on Joe Rogan that the numbers really, really spiked.
Forget it, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and we truly appreciate the fan base. You guys are great. I truly want to say thank you guys for giving this nigga all those donations because he really fucking needed it.
Dion,
all those donations. Thank y'all so much for looking out for him during the coronavirus.
second, third, fourth, and fifth that I
If people want to do that, how can they do that, Dion?
you can cash at me. You can.
Well, you don't get no more money, nigga. That what I need it.
The poor boy needs it.
No, he done had enough, but we appreciate y'all so fucking much. You know, just for the fan who even took out the time to say thank you. I mean,
and I am sending everybody who sent me money something. So
yeah, so
once we get back to business, I'll get your information and you'll get something back from me. It was
I thank you from the bottom of your heart, because I feel, you know what I feel like with the group. I don't go in there a lot, and I've been in there lately because I've been home. But it's almost like a community family.
Yeah.
You know, one minute we fight, I'm leaving, god damn it, and the next minute I see you motherfuckers when you leave and come back. I want you to know that. Yeah. And I like the different opinion. I put stuff out there. We put stuff out there, so especially me, so it can be conversation. I want to talk about uncomfortable stuff. I want us to, get to know each other. I don't want us to hate us because we think different or we believe different. There's nothing wrong with being friends with people who don't agree with you. I have a lot of I don't agree with Chris with this libertarian shit, but that's Chris. This is America. You get to do what the fuck you want to do. Personally, I think libertarians are a bunch of white boys that can't get laid, but I might be wrong.
You might be. You might be. You might be right.
Slang that dick, Chris. Let her know. So put the lib in liberty, Chris.
You don't gotta talk about it to know.
I know I'm wrong. Somebody giving Chris some pussy.
You can go in the Pat Down group right now, and I'm stealing Miss Pat's paper towels, and I'm selling them for $78 or best offer. So get in there and make a bid.
I mean, but I feel like it's a family there. I feel like people really do enjoy. Y'all cracks me the fuck up. They post some of the wildest shit.
I think you commented the other day, these memes are killing me. And
there
was literally a bunch of fucking memes. I don't know where people make these, find these. There was some of the funniest shit. I always screenshot the ones that really crack me up. I always send them to you.
People always send me stuff. I always share memes on my Instagram stories, and so now people are starting to send them to me. And it's just like, this audience has a great sense of humor, and they get like the quarantine memes in the group are the best that they've been. Like, you have to go join the group. There's a link in the description, but make sure that you get in there and share memes.
It's the Pat Down podcast group, so make sure you join that. And I mean, we it's 50 episodes, and I didn't think we would make it here, but I mean,
I never had a doubt.
Well, they don't never. What's so weird about me is the way I was raised. It's almost like a
tortured. You didn't call it raised. You were tortured.
Raised means nurtured.
Yeah, you were
formed into a functioning member of society.
The way I came up, for some reason,
you were a seed planted in shit. Is what you were.
God damn, Dion. It's like, when you're being abused as a child, is no matter how far you come in life, it's something that's always telling you can't do it.
Yeah.
And I can always hear my voice, my mother's voice. Somebody, my first kid's father, telling me what I can't do, and it's like I'm always working against them to prove them wrong.
Right.
So, and Dion was like, "Why you always doubting yourself?" I said, "Because it's a little person in my head that tell me I can't."
I hate that.
Like,
shit.
at a certain point, you have to look at your proven track record of winning and go,
like,
I am good at this.
No matter what show she's about to, like, every time something big comes, I don't know if I'm good enough. I'm like, Pat, what the fuck are you talking about?
I wanted to kill you in San Francisco because you were so nervous and you were just acting out. And I was just like, we know how to do this. It's going to be fine.
Yeah,
we're going to be funny.
The world will beat you down enough. You don't got to doubt.
Yeah.
Well, I get that it might keep you humble in some weird way, but like, and because I've watched you for 14 years now, I remember the very first time I heard you. You went on stage right before me at an open mic that had like 15 people in the crowd, and like 8 of them were comics, and you got a standing ovation. And literally from the first time I saw you, I was like, I just knew. I was like, this woman is like, take away everything else, you are at your core a funny person. Like, funny just come. Sometimes you don't even know you're being funny. Sometimes you're not trying to be funny, but like, And you get bits that come out of nowhere, and you're like, God. And I tell you all the time. I go, it's not fucking fair. It's not fair. Just funny just comes out of you. And I'm not trying to suck your dick or anything, but I'm just saying,
I don't have one.
You don't. Ashley will get you one for a good deal.
Ashley said
you said you're transitioning,
manly as hell.
I'm just saying, like I don't know what it is that just funny is always around you. And I'm grateful to get to watch it because I love seeing you doubt yourself and then going out and smashing.
Yeah,
because you always prove me right when I tell you, Pat, you tripping.
And I think I don't know if it's for humble. It probably is because I always try to make sure. I always try to make people feel like we all on the same level. You know, when you're my friend, you're my friend. I want to work hard to bring you up and we all come up together. That's just how I am. You know, I go all out the way for when, you know, I don't deal with too many comics. It's him and my friend Cortland. But I always try to make sure that they rise when I rise. And I was talking a couple weeks ago and I said, you know, you have to look beyond me. If I blow up to be a star one day, don't ever depend on me to make you. I want to see you stand alone. So one of your goals would to be get the fuck away from Miss Pat. You know, you always gonna love me, but you want to stand on your own.
Right.
Because when I opened for Cat Williams and D-Ray and Arnie S.J., and I saw the money that they made, and I was like, dude, I'm just as good. I wanna be them. I want to be standing on my own like them. I never forget the day I opened for Cat Williams, who's in was it Kentucky?
She said, I'll never forget, and then she forgot.
I think it was the first time I ever opened for him. I can't remember where it was. I walk out there, and I've seen Cat Williams. Everybody know he was famous as fuck. He was at the height of his peak. It was like maybe his fourth tour. It was the Catapocalypse DVD he released that he was working on when I was opening for him. And so I wasn't like a big Cat Williams fan. I didn't follow him like that, but I was honored to be opening for him, and the money was fucking great. Anyway, I walked out there, and it was literally like 25,000, 30,000 people.
Wow.
And I had no idea that Cat was a crossover like that, like mainstream.
Yeah.
And the whole
I watch Cat Williams all the
flow
time.
was white.
Yeah.
And as it went up, you could tell where the niggas bought the tickets laid at. And I was like, holy shit, this guy's a crossover. I had no fucking idea. That was the very first show I did for him. And I remember that energy that I felt that night walking out on that big ass stage with all this shit in the back. And I remember doing a really good job that night. And I said, this is what I want.
Yeah.
So I always dream of having like a big ass theater show and walking away, you know, as, you know, walking that feeling. I know it's almost like crack. And when you first get high, they say that high. I want that high again. And I know the only way I'm gonna get it is once I accumulate that audience that I was in front of that night.
Yeah, you have what most successful people that I've seen have, which is that dedication to your craft. You will work as hard as possible to become really good at your craft. And you have that little bitty thing that says, I'm never going to be good enough and nothing is ever enough for me. And I'm going to
That's what my husband said.
I'm going to prove to myself that I can get over that next little thing. Like, you know, I see it in the people that I work with. Like they're in the Radio Hall of Fame. It's not enough. We need to, how do we optimize this? How do we get this thing better? How do we do that thing better?
Well, if you get satisfied, you don't have anything to work towards.
Yeah.
And that's what my husband's like, you're never fucking satisfied. So I said, well, if I get satisfied, well, what am I going to do? I don't have nothing else to do. You don't have anything else to work on. So I think mentally I've trained myself to, it's always something to be done. Like when I sold crack, and I had this thing, I said the early bird catches the worm. While everybody else is out here partying that night, while everybody else was out partying that night, I wasn't a big party person. I would literally leave the club, go home, cut my crack up, and then go out there and sell my dope.
The early bird catches the crackhead.
Yep. But I was the first motherfucker.
Nursery story.
Yeah, but I was the first motherfucker to the trap, and I was the last motherfucker to leave.
You never read Aesop's Fumbles when you were a kid?
Fuck y'all. But I mean, honestly, I've always worked like that. Like I'm a headliner. And I've been doing it headlining for about 5, 6 years now. And I go to clubs and they be like, Miss Pat, you here an hour early. And I'm like, yeah. They like, the headliner never show up an hour early. I said, well, I do.
Yeah.
Because I always think in my mind, somebody might want to shoot up a store, want to jump off a bridge, fuck up traffic. If I leave at the time that people think I should be there, 10 minutes before or 30 minutes before, well, I'm stuck in traffic. I can't do my show.
Yeah.
But if I left an hour early, that nigga jump out that bridge, I'm able to do my show.
Yeah.
That's just how I think.
Professionalism is huge.
Yes.
He wouldn't have jumped off the bridge if the crackhead had been selling.
That's right.
Fuck you. But that's just how I am. Fuck you, Dion. But that's just how I am. I mean, people.
She said, everybody else at the club, I'm at home cooking up dope.
Whoa.
And she said it in such a way as to show what a noble life she was living.
I'm a go-getter. I'm going to get these crackheads.
She was superior to those other drug dealers.
Well, yeah. I mean, you out here partying, mall shopping, nigga. I was selling dope. I was out there selling my crack. I had time for that bullshit. I mean, that little fashionable shit didn't. I had kids to feed too. Out of all them motherfucker, I was the only woman out there, and I had kids to feed.
Right.
I had rent to pay. I'm 16 years old, nigga. My rent $1,000. I had 2 motherfucking children. And a baby daddy with probably about 12, 14 children.
And he had gonorrhea.
Yep, gonorrhea, crabs, and all the little shit too the nigga gave me. So I had something to live for. Not the gonorrhea, the kid.
When I was 16, I was living for trying to get my license. I mean, it's just unreal.
When I was 16, I was trying to lose my virginity.
Yeah. Anybody, please take this.
Well, when I was 16, I already had 2 kids under an abortion. So I was already a mama. Now, I was trying to survive. I had real fucking issues and real shit to be worried about. Nigga, I had bills. When I met Garrett, and I remember I used to get evicted all the time, right? Because I was moving to motherfucking place. Like, fuck y'all, I ain't paying y'all niggas no rent, nigga. And so I would get...
Rent is theft. What are you talking about? Turned into little Bernie Sanders all of a sudden.
How the fuck did they let you move in with that attitude?
I would make up fake IDs and shit. And so...
Did they never ask for a down payment?
Did you have a deposit on any of this stuff?
Yeah, like...
No, I would leave the deposit.
You would.
So
what?
you would make the deposit and then
she'd forge the deposit check. That's what she'd do.
Well, no, I would just leave the deposit. I would always moving in on, okay, back in the day, Atlanta used to have a lot of moving in specials, right? So you know the apartments that didn't ask you for a whole lot, like some 38th Street.
Yeah.
$99 movie. Oh, nigga, we good for 3 months. Let's move in right here. Just don't unpack. So,
why do you drive a U-Haul truck?
Nigga said don't unpack.
So I moved. My daddy got me an apartment in it wasn't 7 Courts. He got me an apartment. I can't even think of the name of these apartment off Camilton Road. At the time, they considered a pretty good apartment. So I meet Gary. He comes over, and at the time, my other nieces was living with me before my sister kids, and we sitting there, and he's like, "Oh, you got a nice apartment," and I was like, "Thank you," and he's like, "You on Section 8?" I said, "No, you looking for a bitch on Section 8?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "No." So we kind of like started talking, and he would come over and keep the kids while I drive his car to forge checks and shit. He did not know I was a check forger. And so I would come back and get this nigga Polo. He's like, where you get all this shit from? Nigga don't ask me no motherfucking question. I'm a street bitch. And so while I was gone, somebody knocked on the door and told Garrett I was about to get evicted. The people from the rent office say, tell him the truck is coming up here and whatever. So I said, well, take me over here and see if my daddy can get me another apartment. Because what it was is, I got to fighting with this dude at my apartment complex, right? So I met a dude before I met Gary. And, Nick, when you looking for somebody to love you, just fall for, bullshit. Well, he fucked around. Shut up! Shut the hell up!
It wouldn't be the pat down.
Shut up!
It literally sounds like they're murdering each other down there.
Bitch, Garyana. Y'all shut the fuck up!
I don't think you could hear it, but it's because there's compression on the board. But
anyway, we so I met this dude, and we supposed to be going to the movie, so he's like, go on, slip into something, say, nice. So I take out my pants, tell him to shut the fuck up.
Stop having fun. This is not a place where you enjoy yourself.
So anyway,
She got him down in the basement like Anne Frank.
For a little FEMA
shut
camp.
the fuck up. So I
32,
take off my pants,
FEMA
right?
Region 7
and
down there.
And he said he wanted something to drink. So I left my welfare check in my pocket, and the nigga stole my welfare check, which was $235 because I only had 2 kids. So I go back in there, and this nigga done ran out the door with my welfare check. I said,
Whoa. He told you to slip into something sexy so he could go into your pants and steal your check.
That's a good move, especially with a dumb 14-year-old.
I was like 17 at the time. So he steal my welfare check out my pocket, y'all. And he runs out the door. Well, I'm a crazy bitch. I runs in after this nigga, jump in the side window like the Dukes of Hazzard, because you know I used to love the Dukes of Hazzard. I jumped in that side window, and that nigga hit me in my cheek. I said, nigga, you gonna take more than that and knock me out, nigga. I'm a hard bitch. I took that nigga key, and I broke it off in that initial nigga, and yanked that bitch out, and turned the car off, right? So now he can't turn the car back on. And he like, oh, bitch, you done broke my key. I had a bar, like a entertainment bar where you put the TV at and shit. Mm-hmm. And I had a bottle of Grand Marnier, y'all. And I had the big bottle too. And I said, give my motherfucking welfare check, nigga. I took that Grand Marnier and I slung that bitch, and it just stayed in his windshield. Oh. And nigga, everything on that bar, from here to see the top shit, I was slinging it at that nigga. I went out there, I was trying to pull that nigga hair. He ain't had no hair. I was hitting that nigga like a real motherfucking nigga. This nigga called the police on me because I was whooping his motherfucking ass. So the police get there. Come to find out the nigga sold dope down the street from my house. I didn't even know this, right? I met him over there in Trap. I think he about to take me to the movie just talking out. Told me he a military guy. All this shit. Oh, I done met somebody. I'm so sick of there. Well, this nigga had a baby mom. I had a wife who worked at the hospital, right? I ain't even know that. I went out there before the police got there. I got my butcher knife, nigga. I flat all 4 times. I said, nigga, you ain't going nowhere. You gonna leave, your car gonna leave this motherfucker in an ambulance today, bitch.
You went through all that for $235?
Yeah, he thought he had some money. So the police come, and he knew the nigga, wasn't about that, right? So he said, how much money you have? I said, I had $235. Nigga, motherfucker stole my motherfucking welfare check. And so he had some other money, but the police knew he was a pussy ass nigga and gave me my money back, right? Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. I said, nigga, you ain't the first nigga that gonna try, and you ain't the last nigga that might do it. Come on with it, motherfucker. Now tell your hoe I flat all her tires. I flat all 4 tires. Nigga, I was so mad. I kicked the side mirror. This is when I was crazy. I kicked both side mirrors off. Yeah. I kicked both side mirrors off the car, and then the Grand Marnier was stuck in the windshield. I swear that's a hard ball.
Did you take a shot out of it?
No, I didn't even drink at the time. It was just up there for decorating. I slung that motherfucker through that windshield, and the police said, bitch, you threw Grand Marnier out the house? I don't give a fuck. I want my welfare check back, nigga. And so I had a 45 pistol, right? That was my baby daddy that didn't have no bullets. And I went out there.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Yeah, but the police wasn't there. I hit that nigga upside the head with that 45 pistol. He told the police, she hit me in the head with a pistol. I said, I ain't got no gun. I'm a convicted fella. I ain't got no goddamn gun. Y'all can't come to my house. I ain't got no gun. That's what I told that motherfucker. I don't got no gun.
So did he give you the check back?
Yeah, he gave my money back. Police man get my money back.
Lost $800 in Grand Marnier, but
no, the bottle didn't break. I said, can I have my looker back? I got my looker and put it back on the bar.
Wait, was it open or was it?
It was a brand new bottle. I had never opened. It was a big ass bottle.
Now, after something like that, when you walk in the house, how quickly do you start laughing about it?
I felt proud. I whooped that nigga ass. That nigga thought I was crazy. Then when I slid through that window like the Dukes of Hazzard on his ass, he wasn't ready for that. He did not. So this right here was probably, I met Garrett in 92, so they were probably about 91, 92.
I really want to see an animated version of this story you're telling.
So you had to roll the windows up.
I've never been that angry in my life. Have you ever become that violent with anybody, Dion?
Like, not over $235.
Nigga, what you talking about? I waited 30 days for that motherfucker $235. They were giving a bitch $1 a day.
How many days are in the month?
This is Brian Williams math?
Well, probably $10 a day.
Careful with that button.
Oh my God.
Whatever the fuck. I waited 30 days for that $235 nigga. And wasn't no pussy.
How would he been able to cash the check?
It wasn't a check, it was cash. He took it out of my pocket.
I thought, oh, okay.
Yeah. When I slid through that one,
So you cashed the check and then
I already had the money. He didn't know I had the check.
Okay.
And he just decided to go in my pocket and steal my money. He thought I was some
That's
pussy
why I was so
bitch.
confused. Like, he's not going to be able to do anything with it.
No,
Why are you?
well, I'm just saying he stole my welfare check because I had just cashed it. Let me clear it up.
Okay.
I had just cashed it and nigga stole my welfare
so
check.
confused.
And when I jumped through that window on that nigga and broke that key off in that mother, and then that's why they put me out. They would put me out. So right after that, I met Garrett.
Okay.
And so I met Garrett, and they tell him that I gotta move and shit. So he's like, these people came out here and said you gotta move, but I think I had to move at that time because I wasn't paying no rent. And so I said, well, take me over there to my daddy so he can get me another apartment. So Garrett was like, he taught me the first time we couldn't find my daddy. So the second time he said, look, I just get your apartment. I'm like, for real, nigga? You got good credit? And Garrett opened up his wallet. The first nigga I ever seen with a Visa card. I was like, what the fuck?
You know, Garrett's like, Dion, I met the most wonderful girl. She is so funny. She's such a catch.
I wasn't even even funny back then.
Meanwhile, 1 week earlier, you never know what bullets you're gonna.
And so we ended up moving in together.
So that apartment that he was getting for you, it became your apartment?
Oh yeah, it was Windjammer. We moved in an apartment called Windjammer. And
that sounds appropriate.
Sounds like the move that he put on you when you moved in that apartment.
We moved down the street from where I got evicted from, and we lived there for like a year, and then I got custody of my sister's kids, and then we moved into the house that I bought in Riverdale. But yeah, we moved in that apartment together, and he paid all the bills, and I was like, he paid all the bills. So during the day, while he was at work, I was out forging checks and committing crimes. Until he sat me down and he was like, look.
No wonder he's tired.
You gotta stop selling crack.
You gotta stop selling
He said, and he was like, you can't be out here doing it to these people checks. Do you know that affect? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He was like, Pat. So he kind of explained to me what happened when you fucking fuck with other people's money. And I was like, what? They don't be telling us that in the hood. I just thought this shit was just floating in the air.
No.
And so,
definitely not.
I stopped all the crime.
You were going in people's pockets like that, nigga. We just didn't have Grand Marnier bottles to throw at your car.
Yeah. But
good for you. Like once you realized, like, oh, I'm hurting other people. You're like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt, and he sat me down. He said, think about this. And I didn't even have my sister kid. He said, if you keep doing this shit, what happens if you go to prison? I'm not your kid's father, and that man got the rights to your kids. And I was like, what? That nigga gonna get my kid? Oh, hell no. Not that old child molester, dumb ass, no reading ass nigga.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I gotta stop this shit. I'm gonna have to stop this shit.
She's getting FaceTime by Nakia.
What nigga?
He said, oh my God. This is the first time seeing
Here,
you.
let me see the phone and let me turn it on the thing. Hi, Nakia.
Hi, Nakia.
Hi, how are you?
Hello?
Where you at, nigga?
On the way home.
You should have came out here, fat boy. I cook oxtails.
I'm on the way now.
Come on and get your side teeth filled in.
I know, right?
Come on, fat.
What you done did to your hair?
I am down a roast, bitch.
Okay.
What I look like?
I almost didn't recognize you.
Oh, good, motherfucker. I see it.
You almost look like a real woman.
Fuck you, nigga. No side. Why your side mouth look like a garage door opener?
Same with the back of your mouth look like the back of the garage open.
Y'all niggas is retarded.
Fuck you. Come on, boy. All right, y'all. We got to wrap this up. This has been wonderful. We love you guys. We truly appreciate y'all. And we will see y'all on the next fucking podcast. Let's keep rocking it. Let's get to 100. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.